Okay, and here we go for real this time. We're actually like live. What's up,
So
people?
yeah,
We're here. We're live. This is the show for real this time. Nobody's screwing around. Well, maybe we're not screwing around.
we're screwing around a little bit.
We're here. We're live. This is the
A
show
little
for
bit.
real this time. Nobody's screwing around. Well, maybe we're not screwing around.
We're screwing around a little bit.
Okay,
Okay,
we're
you
here. We're
sound
live.
good.
This is the
A
show
little
for
bit.
real this time.
Do I
Nobody's
sound
screwing
good?
around.
No.
I don't know. You got to say something
We're
first.
screwing around a
You
little
got
bit.
I can say
You
something.
sound
A
good. This is the show
little
for
bit.
real this time.
Do I
Nobody's
sound
screwing
good?
around.
No.
I don't know. You got to say something
We're
first.
screwing
Not too
around.
low.
You
I can
got
say
You
something.
sound
What
good.
I mean, I'm not even angled towards the mic sound.
God, that's cool. Okay, no. Yeah, we got it. All right. I had to have it up in the background a little bit so I could tell the volume was okay. But yeah, we seem to be all right.
Oh, I could listen to it on my end. Duh.
Yeah, you could. Don't you have it up? Yeah, yeah.
I had it muted so I don't have the echo.
Let's
Okay,
say that's what I have,
Yeah, yeah. That's why I went to the headset because I didn't want to deal with that either. So I'm I'm
Okay.
I'm sporting the headset on this one.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
so people, hey, welcome. We're live. We're doing a paper aircraft weekly, kind of like how we used
Oh,
to.
time out.
It's going to be a little bit different because I'm still going to go to this layout, but then we're going to go to each one of them individually. Carrie is here. NASA's is here. Any one of us else pop in there, like y'all can pop in. But we do have camera views for everybody. Hey, hey, hey. We didn't a minute ago. That's why we kept relaunching. You won't know that because I'll delete those. But I'll delete those Fritos Toledos. But in the meantime, so
Cheetos.
Cheetos, any other, like, well, I'm going to say the same thing, get this done right off the
Beatos.
bat. Everybody, like our subscriptions, go check out our subscriptions because there's a bunch of videos that came in. I did get a chance to peruse some of those. There was some out there already. Obviously, people put a bunch of videos out there. Look at them, build some planes, fly some planes. That's what we're all about. Obviously, some people are having more problems flying planes than others, but, like, you do what you
Mark.
do. You do what you do when you could do it, and that's what he's doing. So, oh man, it shrunk. Yeah, wait. There we go. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Willis. Oh, so we got a busy day, we got a busy night, we got a busy whatever the hell this is show. Somebody wants to work on some builds. We could talk in the background about how the builds are going. But we can also talk about how the hell 16 is supposed to be done properly because we got the man here. So like there'll be no more of this crap. We already decided this is it. You gonna get it right. You gonna get it. And like, I mean, it was a showcase. We know.
You either are gonna get it or you're not.
Yeah, right. You're gonna get it. Or you're not. And this the plane. So just
But,
try not
but
to
you have
understand that it's not gonna be
you
the
have
same
you
thing.
have to make 1,000 of them before you make it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Dalton made 16, and trust me, there's like others that flew good. It just so happened that one flew like that one. So
Yep.
whatever. But whatever. However it freaking works, however it freaking flies, that's all that matters. And he's showing. I'm gonna go hit.
That kind of vanished. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah. What are we actually doing? Oh, me? Oh, yeah. I didn't know you were gonna. I didn't like. I was just gonna build tonight.
hmm
Like, because what I was gonna say was like my plan was to uh take 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 that, take that, take that. Something came out of nowhere the other day. These little gnats are driving me nuts. I got in. I'm in the garage. It's driving me nuts. This thing. This thing. This thing. Yeah. It's 40. Yeah, this one's from 2019. So that yeah, that Phoenix. the Diablo that didn't make it from January. Oh wait, I should say that's not Phoenix. This is Phoenix. Sorry. No, no, we did not do it on the show. Is that already getting fucked? Oh, that's right. The paper was 100 folds deep. And it died in the process because it it, it went somewhere. I had it and I had it up until this last move because I had it in at the freaking I keep wanting to say the name of this place, but no. Ellsworth. Yeah. I had it there and yeah. But now we have Oxmoor. That's what we're doing. But yeah. Well yeah, considering I'm having to resurrect everything from scratch now because yeah they did I don't know they made the move down here and then they didn't make the move into this place like I don't know what happened in like I we're almost done going through everything and I haven't found them and I'm missing other stuff too so it's not just that but out of all things like that's the thing that we're missing. It's very slim yeah it's getting slimmer by the day. um Dude, at this point, I don't know. Like, uh, I know it's not like I because we were talking earlier, and it's she's like, well, it could have been like if it was somehow still in the truck and it was just one of those random trips, could have accidentally ended up some of the stuff that we actually threw away in the dumpster. It's possible, right? But I know at one point I took the boxes out and they were by themselves because that's how I thought I moved them in to this place. Was I had them boxes separate because I was like, oh, I don't want the movers to mess with this. Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is OAE says, huh? So it's expressive. You know, if we had a database, we wouldn't have this problem. Yeah, we're getting in deep. We may give you a little sneak peek tonight. I don't know. I've got it kind of pulled up. I, that's all. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's all we got left. That's it. Because somehow this one made it in a random box. This one made it and got destroyed from January, and that was and which that's it. Oh wait. This one. I have seven. Yeah, this one. I was like, I have one more. This one made it. Um, somehow three randoms that just made it. So I don't know. Ninja Baby, because I have videos for Ninja, and I made a Ninja, and that was like one of the first ones I did. I was like, okay, well, if I can't find these, I got to start somewhere. So let me start with Ninja.
Yeah, I know.
We'll take a screenshot right here so you get, because I ain't got none left. And the list didn't make it, and then we're left with this. Don't talk to me about. I know mine's bad. We're just starting over again for like the fifth time.
Yeah, I was at Red Dawn, but it's funny because I found them upstairs, so I just have to get some of them down so I can figure it out correctly.
Yeah, I don't. But we had a lot of those on video though. So that I'm not too worried about. Like I planned on going back and watching video and rebuilding. So I'm like, oh, how did we do this? Because we did those on stream. And he said he's got nothing new as of late. But yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, one of these days I'll break her down and I'll remember how I built this one specifically. But the problem with that is it's part of legal. It's a legal sheet. So I don't have any legal sheets on hand right now. So yeah.
Oh, they can't see. Because I was like, wait, just hey. Yeah, here, just take this one.
Take that one. I'll like it.
It's too American.
It's too American.
Is that the answer? I guess. I'm gonna use whatever that is. C4 sheets. Just blow everything up. Yeah, yeah,
And legal is 8 by 13, correct? Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one time though. That's the problem. Because I've done it both. I've done it both. I've done it on top, on the bottom. I taped them down. I didn't tape them down. That's why there's 52 exiles.
I had like, oh, never mind.
Never mind.
I don't even want to think about it because I know how many planes I had. I had a good deal amount finally for a change. I was like, ooh, I got a good pry fly going. I got my pallets going. I got the pad going. I got my active. Well, yeah, well, no, not in one box, but yeah, like I packed them all together safely so they could keep each other company and travel. I lost everything, dude. I'm not happy. I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
This is what, yeah, like, yeah.
That really hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like losing everything. Like just take everything that you have and just burn it
Yep.
because you're not going to see it again. Yeah, and this isn't the first time that this has happened, but dude, yeah, yeah, and I made sure like when I left Wisconsin and came down here, they were in storage. I had them in storage. They were fine. I took them out of storage the day we moved into this place. I physically took them out and I don't know where they are. Like I don't know how they got misplaced into what potentially could have been garbage and then just get thrown out. Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, because there was other stuff with them. Like I'm still missing green screen. I'm missing a lot of stuff. Like it's not just planes.
I didn't create any legal sheet.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought? Like, okay, so what size is a legal sheet slash Chinese menu slash those sizes? What size paper are that? Like,
Well, that's well. This is what 17 wide. No, this is a regular calendar. Yeah.
11 by 17? Does that sound more like
Calendar is 22 by 17.
I mean, it says the larger size provides more space. Sometimes it's like 8.5 by 14. So an 11 by 14 would be. Yeah. Yeah. So it's 6 inches. It's 6 inches difference in size. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Google knows what it's talking about.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah. So then, how do you take that and downsize it and keep the ratio into this? So if it's 11 wide and 17 long, so if it's 11, that's wide, what? 6 inches difference, right? 17 long. So if it's 11, well, that's the math. What? 6 inches difference, right? But 17 long. So if it's there's a 6-inch difference. So if I split that in half and did a 3-inch difference, we could get something similar.
Yeah, I think that'd be right. Yeah.
Because you can't go. This is 8.5. Like you can't go like.
Yeah, I think that'd be right.
Leave 2.5 inches. That like you can't build anything with 2.5 inches. She doesn't like that.
That's true.
You need at least. You need at least 4 to 5 to 6 inches.
Fucking cool, dude. I like flipping between y'all. You're building one. Well, you got a sheet. You're like acting like building one. So, this is really sweet. Guys, it's a real treasure to be sitting in while we're actually creating. So this is like. You think we should change the name of a show like this if we do this again and just call it like a creating show? It's kind of like a how to build, but everybody's sitting along with us while we're doing it.
Right.
Yeah. That's not bad, Launchpad. I like it.
I was supposed to do that a minute ago. I didn't do it. Let me do it now.
What the bloody hell are you doing? Are you trying to find the ratio?
No, I got that in my head. I just got to get it on paper and figure out what I'm gonna. What I'm gonna.
Oh, so get like.
What I'm gonna do.
Did I tell both of you? I told you. So I finally came up with a name for that tech. Quote unquote tech. I mean, it's just putting fins back there, but it is a tech, right? So it's called TIRF. TIRF. Twin integrated rear fins. To differentiate from something like what the Phase 4 has, the DFRWs. I found a way to actually make it some kind of acronym that, sounds like an acronym. You know me, I got to do it. Although, just by describing that, I could never figure out how to do DFRWs and make it like a word. So every once in a while, I can't come up with something. But I figured out this one.
A DERF.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that, but you see how stupid that sounds?
Yeah. What's kind of technology is called DERF on it?
Yeah, or
I got some DERF.
Or like this one I was thinking about, I could call it turd, but like, hey, you got turds on your plane. That probably wouldn't really go over too well.
So if it's 3 inches shorter.
Okay, guys, so what the hell are we building? What are you trying to figure out here?
I'm just trying to decide if I want to take a 16 apart.
You better, you have it. If you can carefully reconstruct it, you can do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could do it since you're here, since you got the camera working. I mean, like, Abhi, all he's got to do is like, okay, there's the master, There's number 16. You didn't believe me it was a phase 3, so he can
Right.
build it. I mean, in essence, you actually taking it a little bit further. It's more than just a simple export because you're using a legal sheet. But
hmm
but you're still kind of getting. Oh
Well, I think
God.
what happened was I cut it down, so it was still just a regular sheet.
Yeah, right. That's true. Well, see, you could have just used a normal sheet then.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, it's
Yeah,
not like I would have cut the plane down anymore.
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So
Let me get it on there for people. Yeah, you're right.
probably
Oh, you're good.
am
I
I
got
too
it.
close? Okay.
That's me adjusting it. So
Yeah, there we go. So I mean, I'm at the tail end of the paper here, so you cut that much off, really.
oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. See how much of that is over there in front of the nose?
Well, sorry, I had to step off.
Okay.
Try the Zeta or B21. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to try the Zeta or the B21.
Man, you notice like any new aircraft is gonna cater over onto like paper aircraft if somebody tries to build something.
Right.
Okay, so I
Oh,
got
Which is
this.
a
Four
good
and five
idea.
eighths.
It's a good
I
idea.
got this.
How much?
4 and 5/8.
Oh,
4 and
I
5
could
eighths?
do. Could
Okay.
use this. Could use this. Could use this.
What the heck have you got in your hands?
I need my audio buttons. Sorry, let's put it.
Don't you
Let's
dare!
get it.
Don't you
Let's get
fucking
it.
dare, man!
Yeah, let's get it. Where did we find? Oh wait, did we have them in?
They're
We
in
have
there.
'em-
They're in there. They're oh man, I wasn't gonna do that.
Can they hear that too?
Oh yeah, I heard it.
He heard it, so I'm assuming that they heard it.
I still miss like a
That
rock.
really doesn't mean
What?
you.
What?
Nice.
Don't even. I
I'm not
don't
doing
want to.
anything.
I don't want to go through the show like that. Well, maybe it's just
I'm
for
not-
us, which could be just fine. Actually, I kind of prefer that. Oh, we got like a rock in there. Is it like a rock in there? Yeah, it is.
Where is? I don't have. Wait,
We saved it on there. How do you not?
I know.
My God, between the two of y'all,
Oh,
missing
hang on. Shush. I'm working on it.
planes and stuff.
Right.
There it is. It wasn't loading.
Oh, okay.
Shut your damn mouth.
There you go.
Oh wow. Yes, sir.
Vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila.
We got
That's
most
how
of those.
that's how the night's going.
That's how the night's going. Yep.
Cheers.
So, hey, wait, Peter. Your name's Peter. That's right. You go by Peter, or you go by? See, I'm screwing it up again. What did we say we're going to call him? I said he's either going to be Peter or the character that Peter plays because that's his avatar. I'm tired of using all three vowels all the time because that doesn't sound right. So he's going to be Pete or like the character he plays, but I can't remember which. I just went by Peter Graves because that's Peter Graves. Anyway, so how do you pronounce that guy's name? Just want to call him Dang. Anyway, because I know they're like Malaysians, so I know it probably is something I can't pronounce. But in any case, like inspired upgrade. Yeah, I noticed because OAE was talking about how, like, on some of his videos, he was messing around with, like, obviously we inspire each other, we inspire ideas. That's what we're getting that stuff from. So, oh, he is Vietnam. He's Vietnamese. Okay, Tree K Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tree.
Thanks for that. I needed
Tree
that.
fitting.
I'd never heard him say the name, and so I didn't know. Plus, I didn't know how he was spelling it.
Tree.
So,
It's like Brother Bear. Where I spy something green. Tree.
yeah, I'm leaving it to you guys to build B-21s. Like, actually, definitely NASA's because like you guys like flying wings, and I don't really like flying wings so much. I'm busy
You're
trying to
not.
put freaking like seriously, my new like
Laser beams.
oh yeah, my new what?
It's just the way you were saying that. Like I'm trying to put on these laser beams.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to put like all of my new aircraft. I made a decree on mine. No new aircraft I'm going to build will not have fins. Every new aircraft has to have fins. Period. If it's not fin capable or they're not built in, I don't accept it anymore. I'm trying to get realism. Y'all are trying to build flying wings. I'm trying to build stuff that doesn't look like a flying wing. But I'm
Yeah,
trying to do
I'm
away
not
with
trying to do that.
I'm trying to do away with winglets and hedrals and shit. So actually, I wouldn't mind winglets, but and if I remember to bring the new one that I built today, that's another ND25-6 that was built. So this fleet's up to 5 now. And the disappointing thing that I figured out, the video will be up soon because I did take videos of it flying.
Just don't lose it. Did you go back to Annex or Westco now?
No. Why?
What was that video?
That one video. Well, I actually took the time out last weekend or some other time. Like it's been a week now to weed through the videos properly, so I know which ones are posted online and which ones aren't. And notice that one wasn't, so I put it up there.
Okay, I was like, you just randomly went back to there to fly, which I mean, cool, but it's just like that was random as hell.
And now I wouldn't have done that because I'd have stopped by your house and say, "Hey man, come out and fly with me."
Yeah, right. I was gonna say you're down here.
Yeah, I would definitely have stopped by your place. Like, hey, let's go to La Follette and do some flying.
Right.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have bothered with Annixter. We'd have flown at the big place.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming, Pete, that you made. You mind if I call you Pete? You can acknowledge if I call you Pete because I'm going to call you Pete. But like, I assume that you probably built a B-21 now and named it the B-21 because the B-21's coming out. How stupid the name of B-21 is, because not for yours, but let's not get into that because I'll get into a whole new rant. Other than the fact that we're calling that new shit the F-47, let's just skip random numbers altogether. We don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
Let's forget the fact that it should be the B3, but no, throw all that crap out. We don't care.
Yeah, I thought
anymore.
that was the next logical step there.
Is that the same one? Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen that. I'm just thinking, like, did I see it early? Has it always been the B-21? Because I thought I saw it and it wasn't at one point, and then it changed its name. And then I didn't know if it was actually going to be. I mean, come on, man. It's something basic anyway. Like, it's flying wings, a triangle. So, I mean, it's triangle. I mean, shit, I got a B-21 right here. No shit. But Powerhouse delivered it to me. So, you can't see it because I don't have that camera view. Wait, let's transition over to the main real quick. Hey, look at me. I'm back. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I got a B-21 right here. Wait, let me hold it back here. Yeah, see? Look at that. Nice triangle. Well, wait. It's not a lambda wing. And that's what they call the new stuff. Is like, anytime you see that crank, where it makes like a W, the bat wing, like the B-2, and then a little bit more taken back, a little bit more sweep, they call it the lambda wing, which is like the next step, apparently, other than the rhomboid wing, which is what the F-22 and F-23 have. That was the next layer of stealth. And, like, yeah, it's all well and good, but seriously, where is the aspect of stealth when it comes from the rear section of the aircraft? You don't need stealth from back there as much as you need it from the front and the sides. So, what is it?
Or the underneath.
Or underneath. Well, no, underneath and the front's probably the worst, because first you got to clear SAMs, and then you got to clear air-to-air. Or vice versa, depending on your roles. So, luckily, we don't have that problem. My God, are y'all building the same aircraft?
No.
Probably.
Look at the screen, people, and tell me those two are not building the same freaking plane.
No.
Okay, Mark's does look a little bit. NASA's camera right there looks a little bit different, but seriously.
I'm not done yet. This is 2 folds in and 2 cuts in.
Okay, I know, and Kay's over there building Exile, correct?
Trying to. I don't think it's gonna work, but
it does look like you have a lot more ass end behind that wing pocket.
Yes, sir. And I don't know why, but
you're gonna have to dismantle. You're gonna have to gently dismantle 16.
Yes, I am.
Which is okay. Hey, don't be scared. You can do it. I've had to gently dismantle, like, I don't even know how many of my birds. Seriously, I
Yeah.
had to do it too. And you know how gentle I want to be on some of mine. Again, with you people that like flying wings, you want to touch them and fly them by the wing, and I just can't bring myself to do it. Although, I would like to point out,
It's pretty close though.
it actually is, isn't it?
It's just
Maybe.
at the bottom wing.
Well,
I don't know.
keep going with it and see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get it.
Yeah. I will have to take a quick hiatus real quick, but I will be right back.
Okay. Hey, as long as he's here. And we've got other coverage to go to, so like we're seeing that. Mark looks deep into the construct. That's awesome, dude. That's freaking. This is really freaking cool. Just flipping back between cameras. I'm an idiot. I should actually have mine facing down too. And I might just do that. So, like, are you really? Oh, wait. I dread to say this, but you don't want to do the one-a-days again, do you?
You get away from me with that right now.
Well, I mean, not now, but I mean, like, you need to build the fleet back up again, right? You need your Pride Fly Black. You need a Palace. Well, Palace can't be built, although it looks like you got like 2 or 3 candidates for the Palace right there in front of you.
Except, that's all I got left.
Yeah, except that would have your fleet. So
it makes me cry,
every time you move, man, seriously,
dude. I saw them coming in here. Like, that's the worst part about it. Isn't like, oh, I lost them like in the move down. No, I've had them for the last 2 years in storage, and I saw them the day we moved. Like, that's the worst part.
there's still got to be a chance they're here, right? There's got to be a chance they could still be.
I mean, it freaking sucks. Like, I've looked everywhere, and I just don't know anymore.
But seriously,
And,
this sounds like a recording.
Well, yeah, and I was trying like to get like to break the cycle, if you will,
Oh yeah, no, I believe you.
and I was so close because they made it into this house, or I should say, they at least made it into the vehicle and parked it in front of the house. So at that point, like, I don't know. Well, this is brand new.
All the
So-
Firefly, all the stuff in the world, and here we go. Just can't have shit. But at least
Well, here's something new.
Abhi's gonna have his 16. What is that?
New. It's new.
Oh, it's brand new. Okay.
Brand new. I just built it.
It's brand new. All right.
Brand new. Yeah, I scaled it. I took 3 inches off the. So I'll basically, I took 3 inches off this way. So like this way,
Okay.
and I took 3 inches off from the bottom.
One of these days we're gonna end up putting graphics up here. So, well, actually, we don't have to do that, do we? People that are watching the show can actually go online on themselves and just like, hey, 3 inches. What is 3 inches in the rest of the world speak? And they can figure it out themselves.
Well, yeah, because this doesn't have it in centimeters.
Yeah.
Can't tell you. I'm not going to do the conversion in my head.
And I mean, Google can do it, but
Yeah, I mean, we could have a chart up there on the side.
it's true. We could. And
Ultraceptors, but
that's-
those. Yeah. Oh, what reminds you of the
the one he's doing right there, or the one that like,
the
wait.
ultra?
Well, he said distantly. So
Yeah.
it's
I don't know.
probably both of the ones you guys are building. But see, like, Pete's version of building them though is like obviously he's got a lot.
I can't call him Pete.
Well,
I can't
I can't call him 3 vowels, man. There's no way to turn it into one word.
Just call him O. Or not.
What was wait?
Oh, not.
What the hell? Wait, what the hell was his bloody name? Don't you do this to me right now, you piece of garbage.
See, now, here's where we're. Okay, let me do this first.
Jim, that was his name, Jim. God forbid, why don't I remember that?
According to Jim.
So yeah, it's either Jim or Pete. Which one do you prefer?
Definitely not Pete.
Okay, well, we'll call him Jim then. I still like Matt just because like he's always on a cutting mat.
Well, yeah,
It's either Jim, Pete, or Matt, however you want to play it, dude.
we could probably call him Matt.
Brother,
I think
brother,
Matt would
you
work.
gotta you gotta come online with us, man. We could have this symposium. Wouldn't it be cool? Like we got 3 of us on here. Wouldn't it be cool to build another one of these joint birds?
No,
I could, what do you mean no?
no, I'm not doing that again. That was a nightmare.
Uh,
After after one round, we were already way too deep into it. Like it was, like we just had to crumple it up and start a new plane. It was way too deep.
Oh man. Well, you did want to look. I think this is one of the reasons why I built the Axe program was because I figured like you guys, you wanted the new ideas, you wanted the new birds and stuff like that. The reasons why, like having different size sheets and taking your mind different areas. That's why I wanted you guys involved in that. So, like I said, now I'm going to put them up there. I'll show you how to build them. I'll show you how to put the tech on them that I put on them, and that way, like everybody can go along and we can share. It's like the program, Just dive on in because who cares? And the same thing. Well, it was like the same thing that I built for you. So I was like, well, that's different. But
Oh, I found something the other day.
you found something?
Yeah, well, fuck! Not that. Sorry, chat.
This video is not made for kids.
This video was not made for kids.
I can't believe I didn't. Actually, I did bring it. I shouldn't say that. I did bring it, but it's in the car. I gotta go get it. I could showcase. I don't have the other one here though. Well, I got 4 of the 5 test fleeters here. Because one is at work.
As of March 17, 2019, note changing ND for new design to CY calendar year. CY 19D0101 and C19D0102, etc. D is the design number, last 2 are the plane number, and possible test flight, check flight log.
Wait a minute. So on your coding, you actually include the CY? Or you just mean the fact that the numbers indicate the calendar year is built?
No, I'm actually indicating CY.
Okay. Well,
CY 19.
I was going to say that's a little kind of redundant just because you know the year, but I mean, no, it works. It works. Just kind of redundant. Not necessarily 100% though.
So CY 19. Or it's not even 19, it's 25.
Wow, he's already going to give this one 6 years of age. Well, gee.
25.
Well,
What did I say?
let me bring everybody back up a little bit to speed too. Also, when we were thinking about this, we were thinking that one plane that he was showing before that actually you can't see on the screen. I had to do a little archaeological digging. We found pictures of Ninja that prove Ninja is actually older than he thought it was, which actually is a little disappointing. But we talked about how his generations. He's actually got a really nice set of generations because he built some in 2000, he built some in 2008, then he built some in 2020. So he's got a Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 going on. Ninja and Phoenix, what is tentatively, well, no, you're calling it Phoenix, right?
Yeah, I'm calling it Phoenix.
Okay. That was a new design at the time Ninja rolled out because he rolled out a picture which we've got of the 2 new birds. And we based it off of that picture. We developed Phoenix totally back up. So he remembered how to build it. That is that plane right there. Yep.
Yeah.
And,
a little different than the original, but
well, yeah.
because it needed the weight in the nose and eyes, and it needs better freaking tape because it's not holding. But the original didn't have a snub nose, but it was this plane.
Right. He didn't have a stapler, and I pointed out that like mine, I actually got a stapler, and I showed it to him, and I got it to fly in house because I changed camera views. So anyway, it was really cool
with
that
the stapler, you had more weight.
We probably should have videoed that, and I'm sorry we didn't because it was actually really cool. But it was really cool sitting in and trying to figure out how we figured out how to construct the aircraft.
Well, you figured it out, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. I remember that."
Yeah. So That's what SIL is for, is archaeological digging up, old aircraft. We're kind of teasing ourselves about how I could like get into doing that crap. I'm like, I'll figure out how you built your plane. So kind of like how we had OAE going into like being a service center for aircraft. Like, yeah, or powerhouse. We sent it to you guys. We got an older plane, needs a little structural integrity. We ship it off to your hangars. You kind of reinforce it, ship it back. It's good to fly another 10 years. What's funny is most of mine that are 30 years old don't actually need that. I don't know why, but they don't. And I know they've nosed into the ground more than once. I know it. Even phases able to glide have nosed into the ground. Let me see. Okay,
oh, there it is.
I was playing with this. I'm going to see if I can actually do this. I don't know if I can do this.
Is put that there without.
But you're going to sit along for. Why is it called Razor? Blow it in your nose hole, Captain Kirk. What the heck? Yeah. Oh my God. I think what I can do is that. Jesus Christ! What is going on out there? Well, that doesn't look stupid at all. Why is it the planes? Wait, is this? It's not backwards. It's not forwards. It's what the hell is going on?
Oh shit! Don't do that.
Okay, that is just weird. I've never seen that before. Trying to see what kind of filters I got on here. Yeah, because you shouldn't be seeing that. That's just weird, man.
Oh, that little thing is interesting.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure that this is correct because I was going to show you. Like, I actually have my camera up too. My camera's being a little bit of a bitch. And I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure. What did you find? Did it fly?
Ooh, negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
I'm guessing it flew.
Oh, it flew and it buzzed the tower, aka the camera.
Okay.
I'll get that later when I'm not on stream and yeah.
It's doing that shit again. You guys are.
So what if? See, this is my thought process. So what if we just built that same thing out of this?
Why not? Yeah. Because you didn't have to cut it the last time. Let's see if you don't have to cut it this time. Right?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that. That was the new plane.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
That one I did cut. But now we're going to upsize it slightly.
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 Why is it doing that?
See, I don't need one of these. Because
yeah, you do. You need to actually be able to catch up because you're like.
I'm already in the mode of this sucks.
I'm ready into this sucks mode. I mean, the mode that sucks is pretty bad. Like, it's translucent through shadowing. Why is it bloody doing that? I don't have any filters on it that would cause that. Do I? Oh, yes, I do. Well, look at what we have here. Never mind. I got it. Okay. So, just so you can see, there's my live view. Yes. And those are the ND-25-6 aircraft. When KA returns, you guys talk a little bit now. I actually think I'll go get number 5 and show you what I did. Because number 5, I know we talk about a lot of things. We get a lot of things quick, but we're doing builds. He's building another one right there. Another one of this new design. Wait a minute. CY25 dash what?
Dash D01 dash dash D0102 is what this one would be.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because the other one was D0101.
Okay.
Because that's design. So it's calendar year 25. Design number 1, number one of that plane. That's what I wrote. That's what I'm going to go back to.
Now let me see if I can get these things to sit like I'm supposed to get them to sit, because they're supposed to sit right. So yeah,
See
there
if
we
I can
go.
get this to do
So anyway, yeah.
the same thing. Oh, it's slightly. Yeah, I think we can get there.
So my news on 25-6 is the new development as of today, which again I will show you once you guys get back. This is ND 25-6. We're looking at 1, 2, and 3, and it's progressed. Wait, is that right? No, I'm sorry. 1, 2, and 3. This is number 1, because I realized really quickly that this is one of the ones, like we were talking about, where the wing pockets don't work well on the top. It sweeps the wings up, and this plane, even though it's to be an interceptor, doesn't like it. But the news that I have is, as of number 5, I literally built it basically the same way. The only thing I did was increase the size of the fins, and now it's no longer an interceptor. I don't quite know how the hell an aircraft with a nose that heavy finds a way to glide, but it has found a way to glide. Kind of got me scared, because I was looking for an interceptor. I mean, granted I've got 3 in the works, so it's okay. It's nice to have a little competition, but what do I do with that?
More, because that one ain't it.
Well, again, Noblin needs to be replaced.
Nothing needs. You need to cut it out.
Wyvern needs to be replaced. So actually,
everything.
If this works out, if this does glide, there's a very good chance this could replace Wyvern, because it's got the.
And I'm placing everything over here, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you remember, well, it's not a matter of whether you or I, but we remember how to build the old ones, so it's not that big of a deal. Yes, I still have that license-built Vulcan. And Warhawk. I know, I need to build more, but I'm in the middle of such, developmental stuff or whatever. I can appreciate, I definitely, don't take...
Interesting.
I'm not saying anything about this, but I can see why everybody wants everybody else to build their planes to see how they work, see how they fly. But I want to point this out. You could put some flight videos out there. You are the most, hidden kind of dude. I guess when you work for MI6, you're probably supposed to be that way, but still, Wait, the Mission Impossible group. I don't know what the hell their name was, but you know what I'm saying. I know the reasons, but yeah, I still got it. Anyway, let's take you back to where the action is. Cool. We're taking you back live to where the action is there.
Okay, so now we can come
this is
here.
over on NASA's desk, where he's constructing the new thing with the new sheet.
1, 2, 5.
Yeah, I'm starting to weed out even more the aircraft, because again, as I start to age out some of my planes, Oh, and I want to point this out too, especially for someone like Mark, who everybody, but you get sad because you lose all the planes that you're used to seeing. I get it. It is. It really kind of does hurt to put Javelin out to pasture. However, I would like to point out that doesn't necessarily mean you will never see them again. That just means
but they're just not active.
Yeah, they're just not active. As a matter of fact, chances are you will see them again, because should they ever go to war, I think I'd rather use the old ones than the new ones. You know what I mean? This is one of the primary reasons I like to point out again that we don't usually do origami. I mean, we have nothing against it. I think it's beautiful art. It's just, if I would ever lose my plane that I took an hour to build in combat, I'd be pissed. So I try to build something a little bit more basic. Hence why we used to talk about attrition squadrons. And hence why, if I go to combat, you probably will see the Phase 3. Because I wouldn't want you to have the Phase 4, the Phase 6, or the Phase 7, 8, or 9 fall into enemy hands. I'd rather have the 3. The technologically stripped bird. They could still do the job that the 9 does. Hell, it'd probably be a 2. Because anybody can build a 2. Oh shit! Are you looking at Spider next here? Are we working Spider? Dalton's back. Wait! Before we do that, did you fly the one that you just? Did you just fly that one?
Yeah, I flew across. It's good. It's over there sitting.
Okay, cool. Now you're seeing what you can do with Spider.
I'm just trying not to cry.
What?
Thankfully, I do have this one
Yeah.
because I like this one. This one can fly.
Well, you have a starting off point. D, everything good over
Yeah.
on your end? Wait, did you hear that? He's building his.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
Mike was muted.
He's building that one. Okay. This is actually, guys. This is actually way cooler than I thought it would be. We able to just,
This is why stress is just
I'm flipping through.
unbearable.
Oh,
This
he's
is
showing.
brand new,
Yeah, he's showing
and
off
it's
that.
stressed.
You knew Ninja was gonna have it, man.
It's just bad.
Could you imagine doing that with others too, though?
Oh, that wing pocket is so
It's the
beat
dude.
up.
It's the same problem I had with wind cutters and the wind cutter family, arrows and petrels. They all had that problem. You almost seriously, because it's rifle and it shouldn't harm the aircraft in the first place, you should just tape it down. You really should just run a piece of tape along there and just tape it down. It's not going to harm it because you've already got the leading edge weight anyway. Believe me, it'll make it a lot better. You won't have that, like,
Yeah, but it's still curling back here.
well, like, the tape will semi-solve that. As long as you do it, like, while it's, like sitting down, you get it flush one time and then put the tape right away, it'll be better. I mean, I have that problem with Wyvern, but Wyvern's got a little bit different style of rifle than that does. Like, you purposely put that in. Wyvern, it's built into it.
Yeah, so you're saying if I do something like this, where
Exactly. Yep, exactly. And then tape that. Yep. I mean, like I said, you're not harming it in any way. You're basically just progressing it. That's what it wants to do. Just let it do its thing. You're not altering its weight because you've already given it the weight by giving it the rifle, so no harm, no foul.
see if that tape can hold that. That's better.
Oh, yeah, and it will be. I mean, hell, you could even put a little piece up there on the winglets if you wanted to do it. How you guys out there watching? You enjoying the transition? It's kind of cool going to like screen to screen, vid to vid, seeing how they look.
Did you get it cropped down enough?
Yeah. What, yours? Everybody's? Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general. Like, did you get it cropped down?
Yeah, yours.
So it wasn't like 15 miles out.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, all I've got is your mat. All I've got is his. Dalton, you don't really have a mat, do you? You just kind of go on the desk.
No, I don't. I have to get one.
You don't have to, but I didn't have
They're
it. I
handy.
kind of thought about it, but
They're just handy.
yeah. Dude, 1.5 inch. I know, man. Dude, your aircraft always have such big, and I know I teased you in that one video about it. I hope you took that good naturedly because it was just a tease. But it's like, yeah, man, you got a bunch of aircraft that really just have like 1 inch fuselage, 1 inch wing, 1 inch winglets. Yeah, it's going to fly straight every time and every plane. There's almost no variation on that. It's like you could design. Well, excuse me, you have designed like 200 aircraft, but you keep putting like the ratio 1 to 1 to 1.5, because let's face it, the wing is slightly bigger, but only slightly. It's basically a flying box, and it is going to be extremely stable. Okay, wait, you guys are back. I'm going to let you I know you're kind of being quiet because we're in a build, and that's basically what I'm doing is color commentating while they build, because what happens? What do we talk about? You build, you get quiet. I'm going to let you take this over. I'm going to go get the plane that I built today so I can showcase this one off, all right? Just
I thought you said you didn't have it though.
I didn't think so, but I think all I did was leave it in the car. If I come back empty-handed, I'll know for sure. But I gotta check.
Right.
I may have it. Let me see.
This is another random one. I don't see this part.
And Bilbo Presto. Bilbo Presto. Bilbo Presto.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's how that works.
Duplicate.
Yeah, there you go. Duplicate. Boy, then we'd have 1,000 of every bird that works perfectly.
Yeah. That would be the case. And then I'd
Yeah.
still lose them.
Right.
Still freaking lose them. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm so ticked off, dude. Okay. Ever had a Rubik's Cube fall apart on you?
A root? No, I have not.
Yeah. Well, I bought a speed cube and it keeps falling apart in the middle, and I just dropped it. And I was getting ready to complete it again. And
Yeah.
now I've got to make sure I start it without them so I can figure out where the pieces need to go back to.
There you go.
So this is even harder than it was
Yeah, I was
before.
gonna say it's like 10 times harder now.
Yeah. So let's see. It goes green, red, blue, orange. So I need to do that. So let's do that. This is so freaking annoying. Green. Red goes down to here. Green, red. It should be blue. So I'm going to take this one here.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. She's here. Oh, again, this
There you
is
go. Yeah,
so-
what the heck?
just a euphoric moment when you open the car.
it was
You're like,
cool.
oh,
Yep,
my
there
God.
she was. This is number
if I
5.
could just figure that one out, shadow, that'd be great.
Or, actually, number 6. I'm sorry. Number 5 is still sitting there. So this is a brand new build, and yeah, see the size of the fins, almost double their original sizes.
Holy cow, yeah.
But this is something I've always wanted to do and haven't been able to do. You'll notice where the base of the fin sits is actually in the wing pockets. So the wing pockets serve the purpose of holding the fins in place, which is why they're a little bit flexed on the outside there, but they cater to the inside. There is a little bit of slight angle up, but this one has winglets, kind of like number 1 originally or started off having. And wing pockets are back up. The nose still as heavy as it is, and yet this son of a bitch glides. I don't know. It's got to be the wing area. It's got to be that fin area, because I'm kind of scared at how potentially far this thing could go, because it did a really good job. Yeah, and this isn't even. Like I said, the fleet's growing because I still haven't put like the tech that I want to get on there yet. I still rather would have these fins on there, but this is new and something. So here we go with the next step. I'm already trying to think of like, okay, can I actually use this? Is this a Wyvern replacement? Yeah, it could be.
Of course.
What do you mean?
Why
of
not?
Course? Of course, why not?
Why not just replace everything?
He just gets it and then replaced it immediately.
Well, I mean, like it's a matter of getting rid of the old ones. So, again, dude, come on, man. Banshee's 20 years old.
Well, stop keeping them for so damn long.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to do is stop keeping them for so damn long. I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, but you got to go more than like 6 months.
Well, see, Mark cries about it, and Mark said he was trying not to cry because, like, he's talking about we just figured out that Ninja is like ancient.
Yeah.
And it's barely had a chance to fly, but Ninja's like ancient. So, like, well, at least it's older than he thought it was. I mean,
Yeah.
we had it on the sheets as being born in 2016, and we just tacked 4 more years onto its age. So yeah, it kind of hurt.
Yep. Kind of hurt a lot of it.
I
Kind of hurt
mean,
a lot of it.
yeah. I mean, it's not so bad, but I can see I can like it hurts when you think about it because like when you really think about it, like I haven't got a chance to fly that plane hardly any, and it's already 14 fucking years old. Yeah, I feel you. I know where that comes from. I mean, like that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like Banshee, like remember what was it a couple months back? I showcased the fact that Type 5 just rolled out. Y'all saw that new Type 5 Banshee? That's brand new. Well, should I even be bothering with tech on a plane that's like on its way out the door? Like,
I
I
mean, not if you're gonna.
not if it's the B-52, but I'm not keeping. I'm hoping I'm not keeping any planes for 50 fucking years. I mean, that's just a foolhardily stupid thing to do. I don't understand why the Air Force keeps doing that garbage.
Yeah, but if you had a bird for 50 years and it still flew the same way, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I got the feeling by that time I'm going to either need the rubber man launch like Robert likes to talk about, or I'm really going to have to freaking hire somebody to throw my planes. I mean, like, I'm hoping I don't have to, but I'm thinking that's probably the route it's going to be going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no, I make sure like train myself to be able to fly and shit like that. But yeah, see, because yeah, remember Type 5. This is Type 5. Still got the little strakes in there. This is still the only one because I've been interested in trying to get these new ones rolled out. So, oh yeah, it was built on Valentine's Day, so it's not that old. But again, we're talking about a plane. Oh, I'm sorry, she's not 20. She's 25. The design is 25 years old. I mean,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
yeah. So
Yeah. Just
like,
just replace it.
it's time to go. I mean,
Just replace it. I mean,
just
Just
replace
replace it. Just replace everything.
Well, I mean, like if I go with what I've got, and I thought about this, like we accepted Thrush, but like, see, that's what I'm saying. What I understand what you were going through because again, Thrush, which you knew as Burst, now that it's accepted, I disabled the acronym. It's got a name and it flies. Well, Thrush is now, since I retroed it, and because I've been flying it that long, it's almost 10 years old already. I mean, it had an advanced R&D or D&T, if you will, but like, okay, that's over with now, and we had to retcon the fact that it's been accepted for 9 years. So now it's already 9 years old, and it's basically brand new. It's new to the It's new to the core of my fleet, but it's not. So I'm suffering through the same thing. I mean, hell, by the time you think about it, you go active duty and you're like, well, we need to start thinking about its replacement.
yeah, right.
We're like, that's 10 years old. That's like basically, I'm thinking, I'm thinking that the real air forces around the world start really like, besides the U.S. Air Force, which likes to hang on to shit for like 50 years. Um, I think your paper planes in a force should probably last about 10 to 15 before you're like, okay, it's time for a replacement. And that's the flyable examples. That's not even the design. Like I was talking about Javelin's design is 30 years old. Well, yeah, planes are newer than that, but the age of the design is aging the fuck out. So, Mark, I talk about I had that news. I got a slew of news to go on, which I need to do my own show for that. But not only the fact, of course, that I'm dealing with having all these new designs for 25 are getting up here live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a, it's almost a little bit of a problem, but I'm kind of ready. You saw the designs I've got. One's a technology demonstrator, but then I got like 3 interceptors in the works. I got, well, if this thing turns out, this thing could turn out to be a control fighter in the works. I need to have a couple trainers. I need to have, yeah, a couple airlifters. Because pretty soon,
Hey, I can help you with that.
you can help me with that. Yes, indeed. I might look to you for it too.
I'll just trade you out some saber-tooth models.
Although I am like I'm pretty sure I could probably get 332-1s upscaled to do that. So that's the one thing about airlifters. Airlifters might not actually be aircraft with fins. If we still stick to the carriage of cargo on top of the bird, fins are going to get in the way. So we're probably not looking at fins on top of an aircraft like that. But hey, Robert's in the house too. Sweet. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Damn, like everybody's on board. This is cool.
All right, well, there you go. There's 16.
Oh, you took it apart. That's
There
what he
she
was
is.
doing. There she is, dismantled. You were very gentle with that too. I saw why you were doing it, trying to make sure you had didn't reverse crease your folds and stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Trying to.
So now you know what you're dealing with. What the hell was the static? What are you doing over there?
This guy?
Yeah, I heard that. You got Oh,
No, I
it's
don't
like when you're making noise and it's not talking, that's
Oh, is it just fan noise?
I think so, yeah.
Could be refrigerator noise, maybe. I mean, I can turn it down.
You could turn down the refrigerator?
Turn down the gain on the mic.
I know. I'm
Doofus.
Well, it only picked it up a little bit. And it was like, it's like right then. It just picked it up right then, but it's weird. Now it's not there.
Talking about this?
No, I didn't hear that. Now it's silent. This is like back in the day when Google Hangouts was doing it. You could flip it to whoever had a live mic at the time.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
It's not that big of a deal. It's just you said good looking aircraft. You get to see the full house because KIA is over there, NASA's is over there. Of course, apparently it's NASA's entire fleet over there. But in one shot, he moved and he has to suffer through this yet again. We're gonna help him out though. So, like I said, we make a couple cross shipments and I can restock some of your aircraft. So, not all, but some. I can even get them in a bubble envelope, maybe. I'm hoping you're saying like basically everybody that's visible has some pretty good looking aircraft though. We're following along with KA mostly because he's trying to recreate a true, like he just right there is sitting Exile number 16 dismantled, and he's rebuilding it in front of everybody. So that, well, not everybody, in particular somebody.
Who's not here? Oh, there he is. There he is.
There he is. I mean, I built my plane. I'm going to reiterate this. I built my plane, I don't know how many times, and he still thinks, like, this one. And I get it. I mean, like, there's special things about it. But still, it's like, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing.
Right. You'd hope so.
You'd hope so. So what do you say, Mark? You want to build another one? You want to build another joint design or no?
It hurts.
It hurts. The joints hurt. Hey, D, I suggested to him while you were off the screen. I suggested to him, hey man, you want to do a 3-way design? He's like, no.
No.
Well, I mean, like have we ever done just like 3? Have we done 5?
Well, that was Scarab, right?
Yes, that was Scarab. Yeah.
Scarab.
Which was the only way. That's nice. At least you're actually getting off work. That's cool. I've really got to actually build a couple more. That's a good idea, though. What OAE said back then is like, it's really a good idea. I think I should try to get something else with canards in it too. I haven't had canards in a long time. A long time. I don't really consider what Nova has as canards, so the only one that truly has them is Novalin. But I like to reiterate, Novalin's probably headed on its way out too.
Why don't you just replace the whole
Of
damn
course.
fleet?
Yeah, why don't you just replace the
I
everything?
know. Hey, stop.
Why'd you just start a new company and just be like all completely new birds?
Don't tempt me, damn it. I'll do it. I'll hold it over my head. I don't have
Because I've only done that, at least 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times. I said like you could go. We could do one a days again.
Oh God.
I am not up for that right now. I am too upset.
Well, I didn't say right now, but like when you're ready to launch, like we could do it at the beginning of SY26. We could like just set it off and then like, okay, here we go. You could do your Thunderbolts a
Here we
month,
go.
Thunderbolts a month, Vortex a month, Diablo a month. You know what I'm saying?
You really want to? Oh,
It's a great way to build it back up. If they're all gone, you could build them back up quick. You know it'll work. Let's see which ones
it
are.
hurts. It hurts because that's not what I was trying to do
Banshee
when I got here.
Banshee
That wasn't
24
what I was.
years. Quill 21 years. Novelin 20.
Ninja, way older than it should be.
Nimbus is also, well, I could hold on to Nimbus a little while longer. A little while longer.
A little while. Well, you're going to end up replacing everything at the same time again if you do this.
And Nimbus is 18 years old.
That's another problem too. Is you're changing everything right now.
Well, dude, well, again, yeah, because I'm like realizing, well, first of all, I'm having an influx of ideas, so I can't do a fell swoop. But I'm also like, it's when I'm figuring out, like, dude, do I really need Javelin and Nova hanging around freaking flying the skies at 30 years old? I think not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 30-year-old
Yeah.
planes. I don't need a 30-year-old design, man. Come on, man. And like I said, you're never not going to see them again. They're going to be seen again. They're just not in active duty anymore. So really,
Yeah, they're just going to be like freaking Iceman and Tom and freaking Maverick. There's like, you're not going to see them again. They're just going to be there.
I've got ideas for that.
Gotta go back and watch the reruns.
Rob, I'm serious. That's what's coming up. That's what Phase 11 is going to be.
Oh my God.
The fact that he's at 11, like
11. That's horrible, dude. I mean, it's cool as shit, but it's like, it's fucking 11 designs.
Yeah, Phase 11
Yeah.
is probably going to do that.
But I've been around so long that I like remember the 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, I know. And again, 6 is
Like-
one of the ones I'm considering putting on the chopping block.
I know. 6 was like cutting edge. I think you hadn't even thought of 7 yet. When did 7 come out?
7 came out in 2010, so it's 15 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Came out in 2010.
6 is from 08.
That's
we're
insane.
talking 6 years prior to that. If yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like you had Phase 3 and 4, dude. Like
Yeah.
and 5, like like 6 was in the mix, but like yeah, like you got rid of the 2, like 2 was long gone,
2 was long.
but you had 3, 4, and 5 like all over the place.
Yeah.
Now we're at 11. This ain't freaking PlayStation, dude.
Well, you're going to hate this too. 12 is also
got-
in the works.
I was saying he's got 12, 13, 14 ready.
Well,
Yeah, he's like freaking Apple now. He's
I
like
do
30
have-
years.
I
He's gotta
do have-
freaking.
I do have potential ideas for what could be 12 and 13
Oh my God.
based off of
Mhm.
what 9 and 10 could be.
Yep.
At this point, I don't even want to start building anymore.
This is 11.
Yeah.
If you're gonna cut, you're gonna cut to it. You're gonna cut to it.
Yeah, I could do that.
Cut to it. I will show you exactly how this is gonna go.
Show you how this is gonna go. All right. All right, you're on.
All right, so this is Phase 11. We're gonna demo this. This is Phase 11 right here. This is Phase 12.
I knew you were gonna do something like that.
Oh look, there's 13.
Base 13.
You know damn well I can't do that crap, man. It's 13. The phases can only change when a major change occurs to the aircraft. Like even if I gave a phase your feature right there, that wouldn't warrant a new phase. That would just be a subvariant.
I know, but it feels like that. It feels like you've now turned it into the damn iPhone.
Well, I mean, you know what? You could say this all you want and tease me about that, but you guys are to blame. It's all of you that are giving me the ideas which to do something with the aircraft. That's where it comes
Well,
from.
cut it out,
It's like Pete. I'm sorry, Matt. What are we calling him, Matt?
Matt. I like
Matt
Matt.
borrowing Matt's ideas, borrowing Robert's ideas, borrowing yours.
Call him
both-
Matto.
Yeah, Matto. Like you guys, all your
Matto.
ideas. It's like that's where they're coming from. Like, oh, I could do that and add it on there. It's going on the tech sheet, then it goes on the aircraft. I mean, 332, that's where Phase 9 came from, was 332's idea. Like, son of a bitch, why haven't I been doing that with phases all this time? That was a oopsie to the nth degree, but there it is. Well, instant Phase 9.
Instant. Just.
Yeah. And you guys,
I have.
the thing is,
I have an idea.
you guys can do that. That's just adding tech, and you could use the same technique that I'm doing. Like, well, if it changes the body overall, that's a new design. I mean, it's the same family, but it's a new design. So it can hang out a while longer because it's brand new. I mean, why the hell not?
Yeah.
That way you're still keeping, like, say, an Apex. You're still keeping a Thunderbolt. But you've put something on that, like, okay, its rollout date was today. Oh, shit. You know. Well, then you still have to deal with what I got to deal with, though, is, like, how much of the family is the family, you know. Phases are different. A Phase 2 really is from, like, 1988. But a Phase 6 from 2008. So, substantial change there. 30 years. See? Now you make me feel bad, though. Y'all are talking about I can come up with the ideas. It's like, well, I should have been cranking. I should be on Phase 20 right now. It took me fucking 10 years, 20 years? 20 years to go from Phase 2 to Phase 6. 4 phases in 20 years? I'm slow. I'm just trying to play catch up.
I got something for you. You and Pleasure over there.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's great.
Not on the mat.
Oh,
Not
I
on the
know.
mat. This is my stress ball. So not on the mat.
I'm stressing you out talking about retiring these birds.
I'm stressing out, figuring out that I got to rebuild everything.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not all is not lost, but
Freaking out, man.
But what Matt is saying, like I said, like yes, I. Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what the database is going to look like right now.
Damn.
That is the front page of the brand new database going up there. It is launching. It is getting though. But see, wait. Before I segue that though, what Matt was talking about there with foreign models for analysis, that's exactly what he's saying, and that's exactly what I've been doing. It's like you guys give me the ideas, I'm just importing them into the aircraft some way, shape, or form. And Phases is a perfect family to do that with. Because, again, like, well, it's not just a tech add-on to a plane that's 30 years old. It's something that rolls out because I could just variant it and it's like, boom, I got Phase 10, Phase 11.
But it helps, too, that the design is so well constructed or thought out that these techs can the design of the plane can handle these techs.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's like the test fleets are proven. Obviously, it's a great test plant. Like I can put anything on there. I mean,
Right,
technically,
and
I could put
almost
most of it.
fly.
Yeah, I could almost put anything on Javelin for the same reason, because like I know that damn thing's an interceptor. So let's see what I put on there affects its flight, and we can take that on. We can take that off. Blah 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 blah. So
Right.
yes, Abhi, that's exactly what he's doing. He's got number 6 that remained right there. So you got in late, but that right up there above him, that's number 16 in pieces, and he's building another 16. Like he just did it the same way because apparently you weren't going to be happy until he did exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Even though we've
I
done
will-
this.
Yeah, I will get how to build out at some point.
And well, not only that, but the other thing about this is that one right there that he's building right now is probably not going to fly the same way as 16 because
Nope.
we're not machines.
Yeah, because the tape is probably not the same length. It's not the same tape that I used back then. I might put it in the wrong spot a little bit.
Your folding skills might have gotten better. Your folding skills might
Right.
have gotten worse. I mean, who
Yep.
knows? Could be a
Yeah,
great.
because this, like my spiders don't look the same as they did 25 years ago.
Yeah. And once again, I like to point out, like, and you guys have seen it firsthand, the phases have changed in their own right too. Because when I built them, like when I rolled some of them off my mass production line and put them into Pry Fly, their fuselages were like half the size they are now. For some reason, I make them bigger. So they
But
change.
but it makes it better, fly better though. Or no?
I think the jury's still out on that.
But you know that now.
I know it makes a difference whether it's better
Yeah.
or worse. I think actually it's a little bit worse, but it's the tech that's being added onto it that counterbalances the shit I'm taking away.
No.
Yeah.
Because basically I'm taking wing area away. And I think what's crucial to making the freaking phases work is more wing area. So like Robert's saying, like, well, actually what they're both saying, what OAE and Robert are both saying, like, a little bit of both of them, like, we should taper it and I should borrow stuff from foreign aircraft. Yeah, I am. That's where the Phase 10's coming from. That's going to be a tapered flying wing. Phase 11 will probably be a slight variation on that theme and yet still borrow stuff from Phase 8. Well, yeah, no, I'm going to do that. So, yeah, it's all coming together. And that's, again, that goes on to us being part of like us getting together for like this ACT program I started. Once I apologize for not getting that out there, but I'll show it to everybody. Everybody can have it. And like anytime I make a development on it, you guys are like, well, I'll put it up in the news on my channel. Like, okay, we got something new for the ACT program. And like, here's what you got to do. As a matter of fact, I mean, like, if it wasn't for this show turning into NASA's trying to rediscover himself and KIA building this, or I would actually probably build one right now in front of you so you can see where we're coming from.
Well,
I'm almost done, so then you can.
Don't you start with me.
You can transition over.
just rebuild them all.
Just rebuild them all.
Well, the Axe is not part of that. Won't be part of my fleet. Like I said, the whole reason I gave it up is because like it's a completely different bird, and yet it looks the same and flies the same as Coyote. It's built entirely differently.
I want to know where Triangle went. That's all I want to know.
What, Triangle's Wyvern, dude?
I know it is, but Triangle is Triangle, and you refuse to accept that it's always going to be Triangle.
No, you refuse to accept that it got accepted and became Wyvern. That's what you refuse to do.
It's
What do you
why
want me to
couldn't it just stay Triangle? Dude?
Because
like,
there's
that was
other triangles, man, and they're better triangles than mine is. Mine are.
But that was like no.
It is R.
His are, yeah, whatever you want to call it.
But Diamond was such a good name too, and
yeah, I know it really was. It was hard for me to do that. I just fell in love with Coyote too quickly. And the funny thing is, it's like when I'm flying it, I still kind of like renege and go back to Diamant, and they're like, stop it. It's not Diamant.
yeah, it is. I could handle that one a little bit better, but no, it's Diamond.
Oh yeah, but see when you say that too, you're talking about the original Diamond, the one that competed with Triangle, that lost.
Yes.
Hey, if you want, I'll give you the design.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that.
If you want.
It's going to be too old. I'll have to replace it.
No, it'll be brand new to you. It literally will have rolled off the line. I'll give you Diamond or Diamond. It's Diamond. It's Diamond.
2.0.
It meant it was a good competition. They both flew.
Oh, they both flew, and they flew differently, and that's why I liked them both.
Yeah, I mean, there's some nice shots of Diamond flying.
But you were only looking for one at a time, and it broke my heart.
I know it sucks, doesn't it? Because now I've got 6, and like if I could have had that same competition now, I could recrank that out. But for me, it is too old. I can't use it because Wyvern's on the chopping block, which would put Diamond on the chopping block. But if I gave it to you, it's brand new.
Well, how the fuck do you even build it?
Maybe I'll send one in on your care package and like you can like literally unless Dalton you want to get in on this mess.
We're sorry, I was concentrating. So
I know you are. I'm sorry.
what are we care packaging?
Well, like I've got like still I've got a couple of examples of his aircraft that can help him reestablish. Plus, I've got to send him the Hagatakas anyway, and I've got to send him those new designs that I called mine that were actually I determined and quoted as Diablos. Those are his too,
Oh.
so they're going his way. And I'm thinking like, well, I mean, if he really is up for it, he can have Diamond. That'll be another design,
Yeah.
and then you could see like you'll have enough you could dismantle. I think I've got 3 or 4. You could dismantle them, see how they work, or just leave one built or whatever. So
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
still don't know how that little bitty thing in the back makes that big of a difference.
it's really weird. I mean, you'll have to see that crap. So, but once
Do
you
you even
see,
use that one anymore?
no, like I
Yeah,
said,
see, he's already replaced his too. I mean, we're
really-
all just replacing stuff.
you're really just well. I mean, like it lost the competition, so it just back when I needed a competition. If I need one again.
No, I'm talking about 16.
Oh, 16. Oh,
Is he still using 16?
yeah, 16 still a flyable model, right? You didn't put it to Palace, right, D?
Nope, but it might be now.
Yeah, I know. Now that you had to dismantle it. I
Yep.
mean, not that that's a bad fate for it. It should go to the Palace, but
Yeah.
might be a little premature. You know what that means? That's almost.
Well,
a good
but
thing.
not really, because she's 12 years old.
That's true.
So,
See, yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
see?
It's 12
That's
years
what I'm
old.
saying,
Yeah.
like- Yeah, exactly.
However, you do have to keep a warbird or two. Come on now.
Oh, of course.
You got to keep.
She's
a
gonna be
warbird.
she's gonna be my B-52.
Yeah.
Give her another 10 years, and then I'll probably retire her.
Be his Maverick.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm actually like I think what I'm gonna do one of these days, I'm gonna take out my my elderly birds and just have a flying day of all the ones that are over 20.
There you go.
And
You
see,
suck.
just see how they do.
You suck.
I don't even have, dude. And
I could do that, but I can't do that. I
I-
could be able to do that, but I can't do that.
I can't. I don't even have to break them out of the palace. I've got them hanging on the line still.
Yeah,
I mean, I've
it
got
sucks.
more.
Must be
sucks
nice.
Yeah, it must be nice when you damn it, fucking move
At
lose your
least-
shit.
I want to say something though. At least you guys are trained well enough to keep putting dates on there, because some of these people out there wonder how I've got planes that old, and it's like, well, you might have planes that old, but you don't put dates on this. How the hell do you know when you built it?
Yep.
You got to put
Yeah.
a date on it, man. You got to. I'm looking at you.
At minimum. At minimum, that's
At
the thing
minimum.
that I do. I did.
I mean, it'd be great if you guys would put the fin codes on there too. But
what you talking about? I got none.
Dalton, you got no excuse, man. You need to be putting fin codes. Well, actually, you do put it like
He
16.
puts them on some.
Yeah,
That's what I put on some, not all of them.
And
They should go. on them,
See
but,
that? See that? Matt,
but I don't have it.
Matt's
I
gonna
don't
be-
have an easy way to access the data.
Well, yes, you do, but you didn't.
No. That spreadsheet is a nightmare.
You refused to use it. No, because I gave you a different sheet that actually makes it quite easy. That's the
Dude,
coding.
you got
That's the code-
Tabs for tabs.
That's the coding quick reference sheet, and it's stripped down for even your minuscule intelligence, so you can.
Wow.
Like, don't even give me that crap. I know where the hard drive goes now, so you shut it.
All right. But the coding quick reference sheet takes care of that problem. And like for someone like
You know what
Dalton,
takes
for
care
someone
of the problem? A live,
for someone
active database.
and yet it's still your fault because you have all those damn bases. For someone like Dalton, for someone like OAE, for someone like Powerhouse, who's only got 2 or 3, it's pretty damn easy. Y'all can just fin code the shit out of them because it's like, well,
Yeah.
Matt especially, he's got 1 base. Well, I think you still got 1 base, or did you really like say you were going to open up the other one? All right, Abby. But like, Robert's only got 3. Dalton, what do you got? 5? I mean, pretty easy.
1, 2, 3. I have 4.
Okay, you got 4. Yeah, see, it's pretty easy for you guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, you should always have fin codes on yours. us. Like, I really got to reference the sheet when I'm getting better. I really am getting pretty good that I know my birds. I can almost remember the squadrons. Almost. That's just a lot of numbers, though. But, like, I've got so many bases and so many squadrons that I really need the sheet to be able to reference it, so I know what code goes on which plane.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's our fault for opening up that many damn bases,
Yeah, exactly.
which is why I'm closing some, because I don't want to
Well,
have to
let's say,
deal
well,
with that
stop
mess.
freaking moving around then.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because every time you move, you lose planes. You might as well stay still for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn!
Damn.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
What? What? What?
I know who it ain't.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there she is.
There she is. Dude, it looks just like it, too, man.
It is. I compared it back to back here. It is damn near exactly. I mean, just like a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell that. I can't see it. Hold on. Let me see the. Yeah. Where do I have to be?
Wait, can I change? Hold up. I can change that. I can change
Yeah.
that. Hold on. Oh, no, I can't. You're that's the top of your screen. So that's the top of your camera. Move to your right. Oh, wait.
Am I right?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I was like, oh yeah, there you go.
I'm assuming the watch is on your right hand, so yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, that's still. But I mean, it's like probably like an eighth inch off on the trailing edge there. I'd say. But again, so that's goes to show you right there the difference in 12 years ago when I built 16 and now number 52 fin code MW
There you go. There you go.
for the let me see the devilish frogs.
That's not necessary. That's just having fun with it. Or like we're trying to keep it more fun than we are keeping it a business. So like
Yeah.
I mean, if you get the little sheet that you could you print out and put the roundels, you could actually find a little like a devilish frog, for example, and then put it on the same kind of thing, and then stick it on the nose of the aircraft or the top of the wing of the aircraft, and hey, there you go. You know it belongs to that wing or that squadron, or no, that wing.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
See, if we got really true like the Air Force did, each squadron would have that. And I don't really want to go through all that mess. That's just too
Yeah.
much.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I mean, granted, we could get there with the database.
Yes, we could. That's true. And I mean, like with squadrons being duplicated, like again, like real Air Force, if you do like the Tigers in 5 different places, that's no big deal. I mean, that's actually kind of cool.
Oh, this was no, wait, this is the wrong one. Oh, I was wrong.
Did
Damn
you
it.
mess up? Did you
Yep.
mess up? Oh,
Yep. It's supposed to be part of the original Wolfpack. God damn it.
Whoops.
Yeah, it has it on. 16 has it on there too. WP. Ugh.
Well, see, now, Mark, there you go. That's something else. This right here on the fly.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Well, yeah, you don't have that problem. But that on the fly, actually, if we decide to move squadrons around, this is true. The database can keep up with that, but you still can't fix it on the actual physical aircraft. And yeah, I've got the same problem. You've seen some, like, dude, the 35-year-old that I like to bring out has got SP on the fin code. There's no base that has SP as a fin code. I haven't had that in 30 years. So it shit
Damn, I
changes.
can't change that, can I?
Well, if you go with an actual marker, you can change it. Or if you
Well,
do you have a label maker?
Yeah, but
I know it gets touchy because you add weight down there, but
how would I make it with marker though?
well, the marker, like if you actually just put Wolfpack over that with marker, like the MW won't show up.
Yeah, it won't show as much.
Yeah, it won't show up as much. This is why I suggest using marker in the fin codes in the first place, because it's like bigger.
But don't
easier
use it
to
the
see.
first time. Use it the second time.
Yeah, don't use it the first time because that messes you up.
Yeah, right.
Then you just got to use a shit ton of whiteout, which also works. Whiteout almost puts no weight to the aircraft.
I was gonna say, I wonder.
Actually, truth be told,
Whiteout.
after having tested on quite a few phases, label makers don't really add that much weight either.
No. Okay.
So it's really, especially on that particular plane. If anything, I think they might actually like a little bit more weight in the winglets. I'm doing that for Ben, calling them winglets now more often than anhedrals. Trying to, because like I don't want to have Ben on my ass. So I tease him, but he's not wrong. I mean, like they aren't technically the anhedrals, like the angle, not really a thing. But I've also always said we just call them that. So either way you play it. I mean, yeah, like dude, like almost all of KIA's, like Dalton's there. Dalton's is almost all practically one generation. They're all 13 years old.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, so you know what? You got to replace them all.
That's right. Damn it! I just figured out
just-
how to build 16 again. Now you want me to replace it?
Yeah, now you got to start building new designs over the next couple of years because once they hit 20, you got to replace them.
Damn, man, I'm screwed.
I mean, like Shadow is the only one built in anything in the past 10 years. Well,
That's a
Yeah.
new design. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God! Do you remember how to Mark? Do you remember how to make Serwin? You do.
No, you have the book on it though.
Yeah, I do have the book on it. And
Yeah, so
React.
we're good.
Yeah.
Okay,
React.
now they're right.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we need to rename that.
You don't want to call it React? Ain't
No,
nobody else
I'm
got
talking
that?
about Serwin.
Serwin.
Why did you let me do that?
Well, because it actually isn't really that bad. It's really
horrible.
not that bad.
I know where it came from, so it's really bad.
Well, I know, but nobody else does. It just sounds like a cool name to them. To us, it's like, okay, that's freaking retarded, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I don't know where the second half came from. I know where the first half came from. I don't remember where the second half came from.
Oh, I just answered my own question about OAE's Vampire too. Like, okay, Vampire is actually from 2019. Dude, if we were to all follow freaking Matt's example, we'd have to retire all of ours by the time they hit 5. He doesn't let any aircraft hit 5 years old, for crying out loud. If you ever look
But he's got 500, so there's a difference.
I know, but if you look back through his sheet, look through his sheet, he's barely got any plane that's over 5 years old. Hardly any of them. I mean, there's a few, but like seriously, he's got no plane over 10. None.
Yeah, it's time to build a new one and retire.
I mean, so don't give me my problem. I mean, like I'm still flying around 25-year-old birds. He's got like 10 is like, oh man, that's.
I mean, granted, this one's my oldest one that I got here.
That Spider.
See, yeah,
To show you
yeah.
guys.
Other than like this design is older,
Well,
but
so
this
is
design
Ninja.
is older.
So's Ninja too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
the body themselves are, But see how that didn't even hold that tape.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, you're right. That tape is shitty for that.
Yeah, like this tape in general is not holding.
Yeah,
I
not your fault.
gotta get new tape. Well, yeah, it kind of is. I should have put it in freaking storage for 2.5 years.
Well, see, that's what I think you should do, OAE. I think you should. Ah, damn it, Matt. I think you should do that. I think you should bring back, like Edwards, for example, or Stearns. I'm sorry, you're at Edwards. Stearns. Just like keep it active. That's all we do. Just keep it active and like shuffle a few of the squadrons you got there over there. Again, like I don't like recommend building more squadrons. Just like, okay, you got all your heavies, make all your airlifters and bombers where you're at, and put all the fighters and attackers at the other one, or vice versa, or whatever the hell. Just so you got a couple more bases. I mean, I anybody wants to do it any way they can. We accept it. It's just like I'd have more fun with it if I had at least more. Robert's got 3 of them covered. I would love to go and do that. I've been looking into it. I'm not even kidding. I've been looking into it. I've been thinking about getting tickets to that. Depending on how it goes, I've been thinking about even joining it. I don't know. I've sat in on one before 10 years ago. Wait, how long ago? No, wait, longer than that. It was like one of the first ones, dude. And it didn't even have that name yet. It wasn't even Red Bull Paper Wings yet. We're gonna make these shows way more exciting. If we could get involved in that shit, we can go live from there. Yeah, but is that active though? I'm trying to look at the. And Robert, dude, you got Turbo Omniwing's still showing as active, and that's from 2012. Let me see. Like, I got to break this down. Robert, you got to get with me on your sheet here so I can figure out exactly which one of yours is. Oh yeah, there's Sky Warrior from 2010. Yep, you're right. Okay, guys, so he does have one from 2010. That is his eldest. So that's impressive. 15-year-old bird. What in the hell is that? Hold on a minute. Oh my God, Dalton, what did you do to that thing?
What? This one?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
This was yeah, this is not. This is more of a chaos. This is more of a phase 2.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like more of a box.
It looks,
Yeah.
dude, besides the snub wing, it looks more like a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put that in the.
Other than the fact that it doesn't have a snub nose, I'd say that's close to a 1. I'm willing to bet you it would fly like a 1 too, which means it's got an extremely short range.
Yeah, well, it's there's no wing to it.
Right.
But there you can see how, I took this and made 16.
Uh-huh.
Because 16 again is basically a phase 2. It's just that I use legal instead of. So, fun fact for Abhi, I do not cut down anything on. The only thing I cut down on 16 is the rear trailing edge.
And you put the tape on the bottom like you showed us, right? So it's got tape.
Yes. Yeah, it's got tape all along the fuselage, pretty much, and then a little bit at the back end. But that was the back end was I know I added late because I was having trouble with it flying. It wasn't flying right, so I put some tape in the back, and all of a sudden, I think that's when we had that ginormous fucking flight.
I want everybody. There's always one that everybody falls in love with.
Yep.
Rob, I need you to get with me so I can get I got some pictures, but most of those are small because I got screenshots from stuff off YouTube. But how many of yours are active and how many of yours are not? Because I gave you those codes that we were talking about, but I need some rollouts. I need some retirements. I need some what's active, what's not. So, I mean, although I think I got it pretty much down. It's just some.
You know what would help with that?
Yeah, him telling me which ones are active and yeah. Shut up.
Just having a place to go, like a database.
Shut up. Now, wouldn't you need to make some birds over there?
If you would pay attention to what I'm doing over here, you'd see what I'm building.
You're building an aircraft. Wait, what is he building? Oh shit! Is that a Thunderbolt?
Ding 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 ding.
Well, see, yeah, I don't need to build anything. You guys have got this thing going on. I don't need to.
Yeah, I can't do one of these right now.
I never suggested now, but I'm thinking.
You know what I'm really hinting at, right?
Yeah, I know.
I need to build 10 a day.
Well, that's true. If you want to get if you're gonna get your tournament going, you need. Man, you know what? In some ways, it's much better for you to start a tournament with fresh birds instead of having to go through the old ones that may be crinkled, that may be wrinkled, that may be warped because of humidity. You build a fresh bird, at least you'll know for sure, okay, this is the best I got. And if it's not going to win this part of the tournament, it's just not going to win.
Dang, I freaking love this version of this. It looks so freaking sweet.
Hey, Dalton, you got an Apex handy? Wait, I know you do. I saw the one with the burn. Yeah, there it is.
I was going to say, yep.
He's got the one with the burn on it. Yep.
That's the explosion.
That's the one
That's
that's
the
launched.
explosion.
How many times did we launch that? 6? 8? It's been launched a few times.
369.
8 times. 8 times.
8 times.
Most of your aircraft are.
Get low.
But
Get
your
low.
eldest are retired, right? At least tell me your eldest are retired. I know Shark, Raven, Enigma, Skyline, those should all be up. But
Quote
like we
the
said
Raven.
before, RR3, 4, 5, those are gone, right? So,
Oh, we're in a new day.
and oh yeah, well you are.
You are, yeah. I was
You
gonna say,
you
wait a
and
minute, no, it's not.
you and Robert are. But like
Yep. That's why I
Swiftlet.
got to look at the calendar when I write these.
Oh no, Swiftlet's still active. Osprey's still active. What about SkyCloud?
1,
SkyCloud's 20 years old. Is that still active?
5, 2,
Owl is
0,
even older than that. And that dude,
2, 5. Some of them.
that means if Owl and Mig, which are the two oldest that I've got on list for you, if those are still active, that would make your aircraft the eldest in IVPAC's fleet. Even over Mark's, who has the next oldest ones now.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean design. Thank you.
Design wise, yes, I got you.
Yes.
Yeah, because this design.
You need I'm assuming. I would like
Yeah.
to assume anyway that Owl and Mig are retired, because
'Cause
then at least all
As
the
of right now,
20
I'm not getting rid of this.
Well, no, and again,
Like,
I
I like this. I like this freaking play.
I mean, I like Javelin. It's just like some of us feel it's time. Others, you don't have to. Why would you do it? I wouldn't do it. If you felt that way about it, I'd keep it. Dalton might keep Apex for till the end of time. I don't know. I mean, you do like
This
Apex,
thing-
right, D?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
But I'm on the same boat.
That's just
as,
fucking rocket.
yeah, but I feel like it's just like a javelin and probably just like a thunderbolt too. It's just a freaking rock with wings. So it's like I do want to make it. Yeah, I want to make it look like a little different than what I think it feels. I think it's more like a javelin.
and Star
So-
Hawks being reintroduced. Well, 2011. Matt, you got a problem with yours being old? I mean, if you do, that's fine. I'm just asking because, like, that's good. You're the best of us, keeping your fleet like way up to date. So, but yeah, Rock with Wings doesn't need to be updated at all. I mean, it did. It's not, you guys think I like flipped the switch so easily, but it took me a lot of deliberation to say like, okay, I'm putting Javelin to bed, because like while you're right, you remember I described this on the show. I said a Rock with Wings. Yeah, okay, it could never go out of style. But by the same token, it really can also never really be enhanced either.
I gotta reach this one over here. I got to get to this one.
You're just building another Rock with Wings, right?
I want this one.
So
That's true. It's true, but I just want to make sure that there's diversity to
Give
it.
me one
You
second.
know,
yeah, exactly. All right.
like if I have mine sitting next to a javelin, you can definitely tell mine is mine.
Oh yeah.
You know, mine's an apex versus yours is a.
Even though I do find it funny that almost all of us, like our interceptors, maintain some semblance of a Delta Diamond. It's,
Right.
It's really cool, really weird that our interceptors do Delta Diamonds. Like I don't know how the hell that manages to be that way, but yeah, that's an interesting touch. You're gonna keep Mig active, man, dude. And Owl, Jesus Christ. All right, well, see, he's gonna lead the way with having ancient aircraft because, I mean, I'm looking at retiring Banshee, but Banshee's my oldest, and it's still got 3 years on Owl. Owl's gonna be the oldest in the fleet by anybody's because it was born in March 19th, 1998. It's the last aircraft in anybody's fleet from the 1900s. Oh, he's got that beat by like 12, 13. Man, damn it, Matt. He's got that beat by 13 years. I swear to God, I'm picking a name and sticking with it. I'm still doing that because it's habit. How many years has it been? But I'm tired of saying vowels. I would like to buy a vowel. Ooh, hey, Dalton, he disappeared. Do you want to start an axe?
What?
Do
Oh,
you want to do an axe? We can get one rolling by the time he's back here. He's like, oh, you bastards.
yeah, you son of bitches.
You some bitch. Oh, I need to borrow that one too.
Yeah, there you go.
Dig that one out there. I know people are kind of like seriously like looking forward to this thing. And like I know you guys have seen, well, I mean like I don't know how many times I've showed the flight of Coyote, but I know y'all like the flights of Coyote, so and you like the look of how the Axe program was looking. So if we took this another step and actually built one, you know. Hey, Only reason I was suggesting the age thing is because, again, if you've got one filling at least the basic roles and you got one's filling all the roles, you can start retiring some. I mean, dude, yeah, one through six. Wait, let me while I'm doing it before I get into this. Oh, that's okay because I do have 1 through 6 retired. I just need some dates. I need some rollouts, some first flights, and the dates they retired for everything. I mean, like all this crap is like, yeah, none of this crap is. Okay, I get that they're active, but I need the dates on all the rest of that. Just like I need the picture of Red Dawn.
Yeah, that.
It's just one plane, man. It's just one plane.
Yeah, I know, and it's upstairs. So just give me a second.
Oh,
Or, you know.
you mean you got it now? Okay, well, you don't have to do it now. I just mean.
Yeah, no, I just cause I actually had to go in that room the other day, and I'm like, oh, there's all my Red Dawns that I had.
Right.
And actually, I think there's a couple of SNAs up there too, which I think you need too, right?
It probably couldn't hurt. Let me take a look to make sure here. Yes, but see, you guys do that, and it's like, okay, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the classics, but there's also nothing wrong with having a warbird or two. Something retired, but, like I said, we're not like real metal, active duty, real live people in the plane aircraft. Like I just got done telling them, like, like Javelin is retired, but you'll still see it. Phase 2s are retired, but you will see them. If we go into combat, I'm going to use them. Because, again, like, I'm not going to use something tech-ridden like 332s or like a Banshee Type 5. I'll probably use a Banshee Type 1 during combat. I don't want to lose that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't do origami. Because if I were to build something that took a half hour to an hour and I lost that to somebody that stole it or burned it, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, right.
So there's no way in hell I'm committing that much time and effort into something just to lose it to somebody during combat. That's why we keep the planes basic. So, that's entirely it. So, yeah, like, there's no shame. Obviously, like, you do you. You want to keep a 30-year-old plane? Keep a 30-year-old plane. And I was doing it for a while until I said, like, you know what? Screw it. I'm upping my tech. So, and yeah, like, you could do like Matt does and just, like, keep on keeping on with, like, Mark 29 Vulcans. He's not doing anything different than I'm not doing with phases, really. He's just going a long step farther. Incrementalism, as he calls it. That's great. That's great. I mean, just consider this. Us all being in IVPAC, like, if you come into a combat situation, are these planes you can feel like you don't mind losing? Because that could very well happen. Like, the enemy is not going to give a crap. They're going to try to shoot it down. They're going to try to burn it. They're going to try to cut it. They're going to try to duplicate it. And if you're okay with that,
All right, I'm back.
well, then you're okay with... Oh, damn it. I got into it.
Kind of.
I'm sorry. Shit. We were going to fuck with you. I was going to start building an X. You got a sheet ready?
Oh, what the? There it goes. No,
I'm not going to use a you can't see this, but I'm not going to use a whole sheet. It's got holes in it. I got to find a sheet without holes. Pardon me while I whip this out.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
What?
All right.
Just who's that? Drake just out on the table.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We need to get that. I want to get that one from Smokey and the Bandit. We got to get you some bitch.
You son bitch.
You some bitch.
Vodka, whiskey, beer.
But see, also, Rob, like,
tequila.
you don't have to do, Robert, you don't have to do, like, you got a couple bases you can make reserves. You could put MiGs and Owls in reserves because they're older. Therefore, they're still getting flight time. Especially, again, if you have all the roles covered. I'd have to double check your stuff. But if you got all the roles covered by all the aircraft, then what the hell, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. All right. Get a regular sheet. We gonna do this?
Who?
We gonna do this.
Yeah!
Wow. How rude.
You wanna do this? We can do
Wish we
this.
could adjust the sound on those.
Hold on a minute. Let me see here. Okay, we kill this. I'm gonna have to bring mine live since I'm gonna be the one doing building. All right, fine. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Okay. Get yourself a regular sheet. and fold it up like this. You want to know how to do this? This is the axe. This is the axe. Which one? Which one you want to know how to do? Basic. You want something? You want something out right away? What in the fuck? I thought we said we weren't gonna be doing that.
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
God forbid.
I found something.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Some old Sam's Club paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That's the way to go.
Gotta love it. Gotta
Right.
love it.
All right,
Silence.
give it this fold right away.
Insolent spec.
Mark, you in on this or not?
I don't even see anything.
Oh well, that's your own fault.
Open your damn eyes, man.
Yeah, because like these got it.
We do. What are we doing?
We're doing. You wanted to see what the axe was like. Let's build an axe.
I don't need one. I don't have to chop any wood anymore.
Yeah, that's good. You don't have to, but you're gonna do it anyway. So, all right, and then like we're gonna turn this into a square. So cut that piece off.
Always.
Just cut it off.
Cut it off. Cut
Yep.
it off. Cut it off right
Every
off the edge.
time. Actually, no.
You're gonna trust me to cut this
Well,
and be
yeah,
somewhat straight?
I suppose. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
That's why you do what I do, or used to do, and just lick it and then tear it.
Mm.
Yeah. Did you? Does that mean you lost your wheel cutter?
Yeah.
Yep. It's gonna suck too.
I lost the orange pair of scissors. I lost my green screen. Not the frame, just the screen itself.
I lost everything.
Well, you don't.
Lost the clamps.
You don't really need the green screen. You just need a green sheet. So that's. not
Well,
too
yeah,
bad.
but I had it. I
Yeah.
had it. I lost the lights. I had lights.
Oh my god, dude! Seriously? How
Yeah.
would you have thrown all that crap out, bro?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where that went. I don't know where that bin is,
Gone forever.
or if it even made it. Apparently, I know the planes made it because I had them in storage. Like I moved them around a few times when we organized the storage unit, so I know where they were in there. And I took them out that a month and a half ago.
Gotcha.
Sure.
But that I know.
Sure. Yeah.
No, I was ecstatic. I should have had pictures because I didn't think I was going to have that problem. Because as you can see, some of these made it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
So,
we'll build.
Like this is from 2019.
Okay, so we're gonna build.
I mean, granted, this one's from January, but
We're gonna build this.
The cat's got that one.
Hey, that one's got a fin.
Huh?
Oh, the one-
Don't look at this one. Don't look at that
oh,
one.
oh, okay, fine.
That's the new shadow. I'm gonna rebuild.
Oh. Mark, you
I
building
forgot.
this or not?
I
I'm
forgot
not
how to
building
build
it. I'm
right.
watching it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
Because we're going to start out with a triangle or a square. We're going to call this one square.
Okay, so all right. Let's
You
do
want that
this.
damn triangle.
Let's do this.
Okay, what am I doing? Still folding in half?
Oh, well, no, now you're doing
No.
doing
Now
it.
No,
you
I'm just
fold
saying.
the triangle
You
along
you
Yeah,
the-
started
you
in
got,
half.
yeah, there you go.
triangle.
Yeah, you got like that, and then fold that down. Fold that down along the line, right, yeah.
Interesting concept. Okay.
Okay, wait. Just
I
yeah,
don't
like
know
that. Okay.
why anybody would ever do that, but that's interesting.
Like I said, like, I would think this is one of the reasons why you wanted it too, because like I know you're the one that gave me the idea. You always said like you wanted something out of different sheets, and I told you like all my goblin, banshee, coyote.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to Mark for his sake,
Yeah.
but he wanted something, and all of them are built out of a square sheet. So
Yep.
Oh.
That's why I wanted.
yeah,
That's why Ninja,
yeah,
Ekron,
Ekron.
yeah,
Dagger.
Dagger,
Yep.
yeah, those were all built out of squares, or close.
And the axe program, like I said, this bird, the axes are,
Hands in your side. I was watching, sorry.
they're also, it's a square, of course, and again, they're not built. They're not freaking built like a damn.
Well, yeah, because you build them on the diamond. You don't
Yeah,
build
they're
them on
built.
the.
They just look a lot like Coyote when they finish.
Yeah, you build them on the diamond, so they're diamond.
Yeah. Okay.
You turn a square from a triangle to a diamond.
Right. You got it, D?
Getting there.
All right. I just want to make sure because I'm trying to figure out which one I'm giving you. That's all. Because obviously you saw how many different variants of axes already rolled out. There's
Yeah.
16 of them here.
That's ridiculous.
I swear he doesn't like work anymore. He just does this.
I
That's the
know.
only way. That's the only way it explains why he has like 8,000 designs and 8,000 birds.
Well, says the guy who actually says he's unemployed. How come you don't have that many?
Because I don't know.
Because he's working.
Sometimes I don't
Yeah.
know if making them out of
He's
thicker paper.
he's
is
working on
actually gonna
getting
be
work.
better. All right, you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
Oh, is there supposed to be a space?
no, there doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Okay. So then take it and fold it so the tip is roughly at a halfway point between the line and the back end. What will be the back end?
The line and the point. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Just somewhere in there. This doesn't have to
Yeah,
be
that-
accurate.
That looks interesting. You built something similar to this.
Oh my God, dude! This is the exact same way you start out. 4 of them. Tiamat, or God damn it, say
Yeah.
it again. Coyote, Banshee. Banshee starts out this way. Although
That's the one. Yeah, I was thinking Banshee at first.
Goblin starts out this way. The Valkyrie starts out this way. Although they all do something a little bit different, even at this stage.
Yeah, from this point, that's when they all change.
Yeah, including the X. Okay, you got that? All right,
Oh.
now take the tip here and fold it back to the front so it meets the front.
Yep. I've seen you do that too. Yep. You're classic
However,
folds here.
When you do that fold, all you're doing is to mark it because what you're going to do is you're going to flip that puppy back underneath. You're going to tuck it.
Yeah,
tuck it away.
you're the master. You're the master at all this. You do this every time, and it drives me nuts.
Okay. Even now we're differentiating. We can't make a goblin we can't make a goblin, a coyote, or a banshee out of this. So
Out of that, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, that's not even.
it's even by doing that, it's already too different. Although I could make variations on goblin with that.
Yeah, well, you could even make a variation of diamond.
Well, I could, but I don't accept those like that. Coyotes, diamonds, however you want to call it, is like this would not fly. This wouldn't work. Okay, now take your triangle here, fold this in down here, back along to your center line. Actually, I'm sorry. Wait. So we make sure we do this. Put your fold back in it so we keep them the same, and then put your fold here.
Yeah.
So you got that going on. You got that going on. Yep.
Sorry, the stream is behind.
I saw that. Yeah. And of course, duplicated on the other side.
Yeah, he just folds it in half to then do the triangle.
So just down
Any one of y'all that are watching this can do.
Yeah,
this.
just down to the
This
down
is-
to here.
Yep.
yeah, down to the keel.
This is the Axe program, so like everybody can do this. I'm hoping everybody does this because I'd love to see
That
what everybody
looks-
comes up with.
That looks so much like some of the others.
Now the trick to this is most of the time, again, this one likes the wing pocket up, and because of what you just did, it really, really, really is going to fight you trying to fold it the other way. So what you have to do to combat that is kind of unfold the one you just made and recrease the center line so you can do the fold, and then tuck those two, the ones you just folded, back in while you're doing it. It's the only way to get it to cooperate. And it's still going to pillow, but you can fight it back off and crease it. And it will, Jesus Christ, it is being uncooperative as hell, isn't it?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, that's gonna bubble.
It's going to bubble. I've learned a new technique with these new designs, actually, that I'm probably going to instigate that's going to remedy the bubbling from now on.
Well, that's why I started doing
thunderbolt this way. The reverse folds in the design help prevent it from
Yeah,
bubbling.
I figured out something with these new the ND25-6. I figured out something, and a matter of fact, I'm going to instigate it in like all of my aircraft from now on, so that bubbling does not occur at all anymore. And it's really so stupid. I wish I could go back and tell my 8-year-old self. I would thump him upside the head and think of this, you stupid ass. Like, dude, all you got to do is cut. All you got to do is cut. Like,
Oh yeah, you cut the tension out.
yeah, cut the tension right out. Just cut it out. I mean, the weight is still there, but you just taking away tension where there doesn't need to be tension anymore. So I just literally split all the areas where the folds would be. So then it just folds right on up.
Yep.
Okay, so you got that. You got that?
Hold on.
I know
No.
it's a little bit tricky because it pillows like crazy. If you need
You
to,
should just cut it.
you could reform the folds a little bit if you have to.
Yeah.
It's not.
You should just cut it.
You should just cut it.
Yeah, because if you snipped it in the front a little bit, it would take that pillow right out.
Yeah, I have all that. So snip it where?
It would be like literally straight down the center line, right down the keel. If you just
Oh,
cut,
just yeah, right down there.
yep. If you just cut that,
Like how much though?
Basically as much as is giving you a problem. Like seriously, it's just all gonna stay put. So even if it slides out, you can tuck it back in, but it won't slide. Your folds will hold it. So okay, so that's the place there. How did I do the angle here on this particular model? It's a slight angle. Okay. So I'll bring it up to here. This is the part I'm sure everybody wanted to see. 'Cause once you got the little skate going on, yeah. See something like I couldn't out of thicker bonded paper. I couldn't build an aircraft out. I couldn't build this aircraft out of that. The folds would just not. They just wouldn't cooperate at all. Although this is what I was thinking about with like interceptors. It's like, well, how many folds do you keep? You just cut half of that crap out. You know it's already going to be heavy, but
Right.
then you also have to like study and almost test and see where your weights are. Like, okay, if I cut that fold out, what like am I cutting out? How much weight am I cutting out? How much weight do I need to put back in? How much weight do you
Yeah.
stay in? So
Okay,
Okay.
well, I think I got it. Yeah.
you got it? Okay.
Uno momento, por favor. I'll be back. I gotta
All right.
put my stuff up. Like
All
I'm gonna come. You
As
guys,
long
keep
as
going.
long as your wings meet, that's all that matters.
Okay.
Okay. Now the crucial part, like, okay, on the inside of it, do a pen mark right where the lines are the folds. Can you see that? I put a line like right on the edge there.
Okay.
The reason for that is we got to know where the tail fin is going to root down. So it's just so you have a point of reference when it's folded like this. Because
Yeah, okay.
I don't know about you, but I can't see my pockets. So okay, because we're gonna give it its tail. Okay, now, so where you got that line, you're gonna go a little bit, probably a little bit in front of it. Don't go behind it. Either get to it or go in front of it. It doesn't have to be exact. And fold what is your fuselage up like so. And I went past the line, like, dude, 1/4 of an inch, almost. So that doesn't matter. If you want like a specific,
No, I'm not getting it.
okay, the back
Okay, so
end,
you got that.
the back end of the fin is 1 1/4 inches exactly. This right here, from the tip to that fold that I just made.
Okay, no, I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah, all right.
Okay. And then it
So I'm
folds.
following that line on there. Okay,
Yep.
I
it
got
folds
you.
down to your line, or as close to it as you can get. Any
Yeah, but you said you
variation.
You said you went over a little bit.
Yeah, I went over a little bit
Okay.
because
Try to
it
get,
doesn't
like,
matter.
right there.
It doesn't matter too much. You just use that line as a point of reference.
Yeah. Okay, got that.
And then once you get it, right away, fold it the other way. flip it over and fold it the other direction. The reason you're doing that is so you're creating a crease for both sides
Right.
because it's going to become your tail fin, so it's got to be able to flip.
Okay.
Okay. Then, while it's folded, take it over to the other side, and then somewhere near the nose is where your wing is going to start. It's going to be kind of small, but right here by what's going to be the root of your tailplane, that point, the very back point, you have to follow that line to form your wing. So it's going to be a slight upward slant.
Yep. Okay.
You got it? Okay, yeah. And you could put the nose anywhere you want. Just try to get it kind of like, don't make it too deep, because the deeper you make the fuselage, the less wing you're going to have. And this plane needs some wing. So, try to make the nose small. Mine's less than ½ inch. Not by much, but less than ½ inch. And then if you need to, fold your
So
tail.
you have nothing at your tail though, right?
Yeah, I've got nothing. I've actually got a little bit there, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And the wing's going to start to poof again a little bit, but that's okay.
Okay, so like that. Okay.
And then, of course, do the same on the other side. Make sure your fin is out of the way. You can unfold it while you fold your other wing down.
Yep. Okay.
And yes, down in the middle, it gets a little bit thick.
Now, couldn't you just take out some of the paper? Or is
You
that what
could,
you're
but
saying?
some odd reason with this particular aircraft, it likes all that crap. Matter of fact,
So
it
you-
likes almost anything you do to it in there. And this is, like I said, this is just one variant of the X.
Yeah.
So, and now she's almost basically done. Okay, what you do now, because it's an axe, while you got your two wings together, snip the tip a little bit. Snip the very tips of the wings, just a little bit off there. Hopefully you can see that. That's less.
Yeah, it's kind of like I did that with
Yeah, you
16.
did. You did. Like a little bit of maybe a little less than or at a quarter of an inch, and kind of keep them straight. Try to keep them in well, actually, I don't even know if that matters. Just a little bit off the tip though.
Okay.
And then once you get that, the last part would be kicking the tailplane back up. That's a little bit tricky.
Which is this.
Yeah, that's
You
just
gotta go.
yeah,
Well, I've done that's that's on Demon.
yeah,
I did that with Demon.
yeah. You did, yeah. You've got experience with it. Yeah, hell yeah. So then just punch that thing back up. Tighten up the crease pretty good. Fingernails help. And of course, so you don't have a donkey dick of a fin, clip its tip too, wherever you want to put it.
Okay.
Because really, clipping the tip of that fin makes all the difference.
Yeah.
That's what I think it makes it look good.
Try to keep it straight too, right?
Yeah, try to. Doesn't have to be, hyper accurate, but
Yeah.
and boom.
Yep.
That's literally it. You have now built one of the axes I proposed. Well, I mean, you
Nice.
built basically. I think this is basically axe the first version.
Yeah.
But now you can do this is the skate version, the simple version that makes it look like Coyote. And like I said, this is Coyote's virtual twin, but that is not how you build Coyote.
Nice.
Now
It looks so much bigger. I know it looks so much because you're closer.
yeah,
yours looks so much bigger than mine.
yeah. But I think that's exactly what it is, because these things are really small. From that tailplane from that tail tip, it's 6.5 inches the tail tip to the nose,
Yeah.
and it's 5.5 inches wide when you hold the fuselage together.
You
So
said yours is 6.5?
Mhm.
Mine's only like 6.
Oh, well, you got a little bit less. That's no big deal. Dude, like I said, this is the program. However
Yeah.
you build it is right. You like seriously. I want all the variations. We want to see how
Now,
everybody does this.
you tape these or no?
Yes. You take
Okay, you still have to tape the nose.
you definitely tape the nose, and you can tape the ever beloved shit. Like some of the variants, the fin gets taped together right here on the underside. Sometimes the wing pockets get taped down.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
want,
Okay.
if you want to go crazy, like I have been because I've built so many of them, you could start putting tailplanes into them, and you could start making them look like this. Like this one here's got the full, like, well, the tail's in there, but you've got a tailplane. I've actually cut into it. That's not the same wing. This one right here obviously has got a different tailplane or a different wing plan form entirely.
Okay.
And they're all like that, and that's all like this is all your choice. But these are all built from the same stuff, same aircraft. So however you want to play it after that is entirely up to you.
Yeah.
That's just the basis of how to build that bird. And
No, so that
that's
one,
what
yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
literally
That's
just cut that out.
yeah, exactly. And that's why I wanted to do it this way too. Is like whatever you guys come up with, let me see it. I want to see it. I want to see all the differences in all these freaking planes that we can do. We can make together. If I come up with a new tech that works, I'll tell it to you guys. If you come up with the next new tech that works, tell it to me. I'm not going to put it in Axe because Axe is I made it for y'all. I didn't make it for me, but I might put it on Coyote because Coyote does have the same design.
Yeah.
Maybe Goblin, probably not. I don't need Goblin screwing up too much. Pacer's already going to fix that. Oh, let's go that extra step too because I said I was going to do that. Let's go really deep. So you want to know about Pacer real quick? Axe has already got a pretty decent range. This is a small to medium range attack aircraft, okay?
Yeah.
But Pacer will help it out. If you've got a paperclip,
Yeah.
Pacer, as I've said before, but I don't know if anybody paid attention too much, just to make sure everybody knows, stands for Paperclip Range Extender. It only works on aircraft that have short range. It doesn't really work too well on long range aircraft because they're built properly. By that I mean the plane is like long enough, longer than it is wide, so that it's actually a glider. These planes are built like stunt planes, where their width and their length is about the same, so you know they're going to stunt.
Mm-hmm.
So by putting a paperclip on there, you change their dynamic. Now, I suggest don't do a big one, do a medium or a small one. But the reason why it's a tech is it's not simply just throwing a paperclip on there. This also, Robert would like this because this is where a rubber band hitch can come into play too. Okay, so now I haven't tested this yet, but I'm fairly sure it would extend Axe's range just as well. Okay,
That's a diamond.
So undo the paperclip a little bit. Just undo that first section right there. This is gonna be really freaking strange, but trust me on this.
That's triangle. That's diamond. That's triangle. Something on what it is.
Okay, so like I said, you just want a little bit in there, and then you give it like a little bit of you take the original hook out, and then you put a smaller hook back into it, and then basically what we got to do here is use that hook to penetrate the keel. God damn it, it's gonna be difficult, isn't it? Do I got a drill? Oh, I got a bigger pick. I might use that. If you got a pin, if you got something that'll help you out, use something that'll help you out.
Yeah, use like do you have like a small like knife or X-Acto or?
Oh yeah, I could use the X-Acto.
Like, yeah, just take the point of it.
Oh wait,
just
I
take.
could use my freaking staple remover because this thing is sharp as hell. This thing.
Yeah, you could do that too.
This thing cut me the other day.
Yeah, you could use the point to that.
So you're just putting it through the keel?
You are putting it through the keel so that the paperclip actually sticks out the front of the nose. So it ends up looking like that. You see that, right? Please tell me you see that. Yeah, you see that.
Yep.
Okay. It actually looks like that. That is actually the tech. That's what makes the paperclip a range extender. What you're doing is supplanting the weight of the plane by forcing it out here. So aerodynamically, this plane thinks it's this long now. Not this long, this long. So the weight, what you did is you actually move the center of gravity up a little bit.
Right.
So now I would not put it in permanently. I would actually fly the axe without this just to see how it does. And then has comparative flights. Then put the axe in just where you put it and then fly it. Just to see exactly if the pacer works as advertised, which it should. Because it is a short to medium range attack aircraft. And again, pacer does not work. Pacer does not work on long range planes. Like anything, like Thunderbolt, like SNA 52, it ain't gonna do anything for them. But if you've got like a stunt aircraft, if you got something that's almost as wide as it is long, pacer will help out its range. Because basically you're creating another inch of space on the aircraft. Oh, wait, gotta write the date on this thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do we?
Well,
How do we spell it?
I completed mine first, so I'll put mine as number 1. Even though actually it really doesn't matter because this is like international.
Yeah.
Everybody can build this thing, but we still date our aircraft, so still May 14th for us. Oh, you still got plenty of time.
For what, 15 minutes, 14 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Oh my God, is it that late?
Mm-hmm.
Some of us have to get up in the morning.
Some of us do have to get up in the morning.
Oh, that's right. You do too. Shit. All right.
Technically.
What is this coded as? Just one? I mean,
yeah, actually,
AX1?
I have not officially given it any kind of code because, like I said, this is a true global aircraft. So do with it as you will. Like I said, I got a fleet, but I have not numbered. Well, I mean, I've dated them. That's all I've done. I've not numbered them in any way, shape, or form. So that's entirely up to you. You can
So technically, they could start out with 0,
yeah,
with
exactly. This is a global bird, so you can do whatever the hell. This is your number 1, whatever you call it. This could be the giblet. This could be the
giblet,
the kibbles and bits.
Giblet.
Yeah, this could be
biscuits and gravy.
the tomato, whatever you want to call it, dude. This is yours.
The giblet. Don't do that to me. That is diamond.
Actually, no. This is, like I said, this is no such. It looks exactly like it, but this is no such creation.
Oh, I get it, but it's diamond.
And fuck's sake, this is actually just one variation of fucking Axe. You got various ways to make it. This is probably, I wouldn't even say the easiest. I kind of jumped you right in. This is, I think, what I considered variant 4.
Yeah.
Before I really started cutting the wings up.
Oh, that's freaking sick. I'm thinking of stuff that I can do.
Man, once you get started, man, it's hard to keep tech off of planes, isn't it? It's really hard to keep planes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is everybody that's got that, that's your plane. Call it what you want to call it, number it how you want to number it, do what you will. This is a global bird. I want to see what everybody can do with this little thing. And by all means, try putting pacer on it too, because again, it starts life as a small to medium range attack aircraft. With pacer on it, that range increases. So I've honestly never tried it, and yet I still know it'll do it because I've seen what it can do with coyotes, and they fly almost exactly the same. I swear to God, if it wasn't for me and Mark having this debate 20 times, well, it looks the same, it flies the same. No. It's built entirely differently. Entirely differently. Which is
the intent. And the intent. You got it. And the intent. Just because it comes out looking the same.
Oh, and it starts out with the same sheet.
That is the sketchy part of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you started out the same. But like
now,
you said, you change it completely.
Now,
it could go one of two ways.
That's true. That's true.
It could go into
a variant of Diamond, or it can become Diamond 2.0, which is a whole other plane. But I'm calling it Diamond because it freaking looks like a diamond.
Actually, it looks like a
Wait.
stingray, but somebody took that name out from under me when I could call it a stingray, so I don't have that.
I don't know who would ever do that.
And the ironic thing about that is that would have been Banshee's name because Banshee looked more like this back when it rolled out, but Banshee's changed a little bit over the years.
Well, yeah. Was I around? I was around for the original Nova too, wasn't I?
Oh hell no, no, dude, no. You weren't
I
even
thought-
born when Nova first flew. Oh, that's a joke.
So
That's a joke.
no. I'm talking. Okay, maybe not the original, but I'm talking like the original design. Like, did you still have it in early 2000s?
No, it was slightly modified by then. I was so pissed
But it
off
was-
at it. Because
But you still had it.
yeah,
You
oh,
hadn't
yeah,
lost it by that point.
No. I'd relegated it to the reserves at that point because I was so mad at it, but I still wanted it to work. That plane is frustrating
Yeah.
me like no other plane has. And I mean, it's simple
Yeah.
why because it's got 4 rudders, and if you don't get rudders right, yeah, that's the worst thing to do on aircraft is try to get the rudders right. Because if any one of them is off, you're going to be stuck with a plane that corkscrews permanently.
Yeah, and
That
it did.
sucks.
It did that very good.
That's
It
why.
indeed did that.
Yeah, that's
very
why
good.
my new proclamation of all of my aircraft are going to have fins is a little bit scary because a lot more planes fly better with paired fins or turf as I've called it or DFRWs than they do with the UFR, the upright fin from the rudder. Not too many aircraft like the single upright fin from the rudder. Most of them like paired fins.
Oh, where you snip it and then just pop it up.
Yeah, like the one that the other one that you saw, this one has, but this one of course has a cut. But yeah, this one, most
Right.
planes don't like that as much as they.
Yeah,
like
where
paired
you
fins.
pop it up and then you cut it. Yeah, you cut that one. But normally you used to just pop it up.
Yeah, and not a lot of planes like that at all.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, because
It's weird.
it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not that it's weird. It's that a V fin doesn't work for paper airplanes too well. If you do it from the center line like that, and if you do a pyramid, they're okay. But if you cut it like this and then split them into a V, most paper airplanes hate that shit. This one it works, but that's because the underside's already got extra strakes.
I'm about to do some cutting on his Thunderbolt. See if I can turn this
That's
into something
actually-
else.
That's actually not a bad idea. Give it like a little EA6B or EF111 pod. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. I did that. Goblin just had a T-tail, but Goblin's tail's massive. But actually, you know what? I did something like an EW tail on that, Matt. I did. There was a I teed it, but
Is that
I gave it
officially what we're calling him? Man.
yeah. It's because he's cutting Matt. Every one of his pictures is a cutting Matt. Damn it. It's either that or Jim.
Oh, I know.
It's either that or Jim, and I don't like the name Jim. He doesn't look like a Jim to me.
No, it doesn't feel like a gym.
But he doesn't, like you said, he kind of doesn't look like a Pete. So I like
He's
Matt
definitely
because
not like a Pete.
Matt's all encompassing. But anyway, yeah, I did the same thing. Because Goblin's tail was so tall, I smushed it down instead of cut it to form a T-tail, and then it had a diamond on top. So it did have a proto EW tail, if you will. Yeah, this is ND 25-4. Mark said that, and Mark was like, "What the hell is that?" And this is the one that was showcasing all the strakes and crap, and the W body, and the UFR, and the winglet. There's a lot of stuff going on. Mark's gonna want to know how to build that one too, but I'll show him that later. Everybody got a build in here, yeah. Oh my God, what am I in Florida? It's still 75 degrees here.
And 90% humidity.
Yeah. Needless to say, I didn't do much flying today. Of course, it was windy as hell too. That was another problem.
Oh my goodness! Now that's definitely a new cut for Thunderbolt.
Like one thing you could do actually with fins like this, obviously, it's kind of like the EW tail. If you had a big enough fin there, you can, while it's still a point, pop it back down and dip it, and which also you could develop into a T-tail. But it's like like not really duplicating the fold, but you're reversing the fold that you already made for the fin, and then it kind of shoots out the back like a little bit of a fin sting. Um, those work kind of. I've had those on 2 aircraft before. I think Goblins, because again, Goblins got a lot of tail fin to play with. Most times
I don't
now
know how well this is gonna work.
most times I just now cut the fin like that.
I don't know how well this is gonna work. This is gonna be very flimsy.
D, you must be anxious to try to get some of that wing cut in there. You trying again with another one, eh? Yeah, hell yeah, buddy.
Well, I just want to be able to remember how to build it.
Oh, gotcha. Well, it's on video, so you got that too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, another reason why you're going to showcase a build show, we're going to have a bunch of building going on. You're like, yeah, build what you can. That way, like, hey, look, we got Thunderbolts going on. We got something brand new going on. We should have sat through the Phoenix and remember how to build Phoenix, but you've got a copy right there. So I kind of like that idea. I was talking with a friend of mine about that, like the F4 just the other day, and I mean, like, when you think about it, man, why the hell was the F4 ever even like? How did it ever even work? Nobody, including us, have ever done anything like that before or since. Because we're like, no, we ain't doing
That
that
was
shit
dope.
again. We ain't doing that shit again. No, who would do that crap?
Yeah, like that was dope.
They did like, I mean, yeah, they did like, and I think it's funny too because they did that very famous now, and it really is. You could call it infamous. That infamous picture when they were competing against each other of the F-16 contrail. They were both up at like 45,000 feet contrailing, showing how the F-16 could turn within the F-4 and how dumb that really was. I mean, seriously, dumb. First of all, everything could outturn an F-4. My grandmother in a Delta 88 could outturn an F-4. I mean,
Right?
like, dude, like, seriously, that plane was not built for turning. I think it was a damn travesty for the Air Force to even put a Gatling gun under the nose and create the F-4E because, seriously, it ain't a dogfighter. It's an interceptor backing up as a bomb truck. The only reason it was actually given the gun is for defense. But seriously, it ain't a dogfighter. It's meant to carry a shit ton of weapons and a shit ton of bombs to the target. That's it. So why you were putting a F-16 up there to outturn it when basically anything flying, including like an F-86, could outturn an F-4 was really freaking stupid. I mean, a P-51 could outturn an F-4. But I digress. That was like the dumbest thing ever. Like, yeah, you're comparing it, and I understand you built 2,000 F4s because you were in love with the damn thing, but seriously, bitch was a tank. It was supposed to be a bomb truck. It's not a
That's
dogfighter.
something new for a Thunderbolt. Not that it would actually do anything, but it's something new.
Would you put fins on it?
Yeah, you could call it that.
Well, I'm looking at it. I'm going to call it that. It looks kind of familiar.
I mean,
Not entirely similar, but kind of similar. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I need to show you how to put these on there.
I just kind of was messing around and was like, oh, let me do this, let me do
Yeah.
that, let me do this. And then I had to trim them down because they were uneven. Because they were much bigger. And then I had to trim them down. Now they're just kind of sitting there. I may
Right.
just cut them off. I may just cut them off.
You get it to that point, they're just gonna say you're gonna cut them off. Oh, come on now.
Well, I mean, I still have the second layer that I can cut into and make
Yeah.
that. But I did cut the back. If you notice, cut the back
Oh yeah. Hey, it's about
Cut that
time you
in.
did something like that.
and then cut into the Delta Diamond a slight bit
Ah, okay. Okay.
to kind of give this weird little back end to see if that would make a difference. Granted, all the way to the nose, so I just don't know. What?
Well, I mean, you're just building an interceptor, so yeah, everything else is along for the ride. You're not trying to turn it into a glider, are you?
Let's see what that does.
Hey, you could, if you wanted to go all out with that, you could just take the nose entirely off. You know, like the planes that we built before, that spider thing that I got, ND-19-3, that has no nose, and then your spider-like fold. Remember we were trying to get the no-nose thing work?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, like, that would be a new design for you, just cutting entirely the nose off a Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I just kind of did.
Well, no, you still got a nose there. I meant literally.
I got a little bit of a nose, but I cut a good chunk of weight off of that.
Yeah, but like when I'm talking about it, it would be like you stop where the wing stops.
Yeah, stop there.
Yes. Just cut the
Oh my
whole
goodness.
damn thing and see what happens. Because at that point,
Ah,
you're going to have a glider.
oh, that hurts. See how I got less fear now?
Yeah.
Things just happen.
That thing would probably do pretty good with canards too, eh, Matt?
He puts canards on everything.
He puts canards on a lot, but they work really good. I mean, like
Yeah, he's got them mastered.
They integrate very well to most of his designs.
Yeah, he's got it
I
mastered.
kind of think the one on like Hammerhead and a couple of them look a little goofy just because they look like they're, flipped in reverse, but I get what they're going for. I mean, the Hammerhead is aptly named when you got the triangles going the opposite direction the way they look like they're supposed to go, but they work. That's all that matters. Cobra's got some sharp looking ones. So do a couple of Vulcans. Most of the Vulcans, really, but
That's interesting. Let's see if I can do that again. Let's see.
did you fly it? I don't know why it does it every time it flips over to his. Dalton's just building his second version, trying to make sure he gets that right, and probably adding a little bit of tweaks to it.
This tape just fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, it's frosted scotch, right? Yeah, frosted scotch and humidity never sticks. Robert will be proud of that, putting that pacer on there because again, that thing actually makes a really good attachment for the rubber band launch too. So that's sticking out there. Usually you could just rip it with the rubber band and probably launch it. Even though I don't know how strong it would be or how much it would hold up. Probably pretty good though. But in the case of this particular plane too, I highly recommend just enjoy it before. Like I said, I've never actually put pacer on axes yet. I just know that they'll work because they work on Coyote. So it depends on what you're going to use your axe for. If it's going to be like medium to potentially long range, you're going to need pacer. But if you're going to,
I mean, it's still pretty freaking straight.
Medium range, I'd leave it off.
It's still pretty freaking straight.
Does it stay upright and glide right though?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
You cut off almost all the weight that it has.
And it still goes straight as an arrow.
So bitch.
And of course, this freaking tape don't want to hold nothing.
You gotta get some more tape, bro.
I know,
Oh, man, that
I'm
tape
just
sucks.
pissed off because that's like a whole fucking roll there.
Don't you have any masking tape or painter's tape? we'll take a peek in on there over quick because he's looking at him. See here. Oh, he's just looking around.
Uh,
Are you looking around for tape?
sorry. Yeah, I was looking around and I need you to hand me some.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Wait, I got some for you. Oh, wait, I got.
Well, I don't have any.
Hey, Hey Matt, do you ever put like slanted trailing edges on your birds, or do they all keep them pretty straight? Do you usually keep them pretty straight? I've seen a couple designs like that, but most of the design, I'd like to think that at least like stuff through Instructables, I've seen a lot of it straight. I mean, obviously the flying wings typically are, but do you ever like first slant them, lambda them, or like do like again rhombus style, phase 3 style?
What I got?
What the hell is that? Is that more paper? Oh hell yeah! Oh hell
Right.
yeah!
But this, it's different.
Oh god, I hear that. That's like phone book paper. That shit
It's
doesn't work. That shit doesn't work for me. I've got a few sheets of that still, and
it's like that, but it's not like
that was like
it's not as thin as a phone book,
yeah,
and it's not like newspaper.
because it's laminate.
It's yeah, it's got a little bit of a laminate feel. It is lighter,
Yeah,
but it's still not like
you're probably gonna be
it's
you're probably gonna be disappointed in it unless you
yeah.
can do
It's probably
something.
well.
I can't
That's
remember who
also
it
why
was.
I have these freaking sticks.
That's true. I can't remember. I can't. That'll help out. I can't remember who
A
did it. I
little
don't know if
bit,
it
yeah.
was Matt or Robert or somebody that was saying like they were using copy paper, and I was like, I think that's a cool idea, and yet by the same token, you're gonna need structure because there's like no way you're gonna be able to even throw that without it tearing, let alone
You're
like
talking about like the
yeah,
copy
carbon.
paper when you like press too
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, carbon
Yeah,
paper. Yeah,
yeah, carbon paper. Yeah,
which is practically tissue thin. Yeah, that stuff
yeah.
is
That's
crazy.
thicker than that by a lot.
I mean, like I know what it is. I've got. I think. Well, I don't have one right now, but I had a Granger catalog, and it's the same damn thing. Any catalogs like that, yeah. I was disappointed in them, but also if you've got structure, you can double up the sheets. Here. So what do you think, Dalton? You got that mastered?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
It's not. It's not terribly hard.
No.
There's some trickiness to it, but like again, with certain cuts in certain places, and obviously
Yeah.
like for example, like if you want to modify it, which I've already done, the fold that you do, the third one, it'll be like you fold the triangles like you're doing what you're doing now, but like the one that's on top there that's tucked away,
Yeah.
you can take that one out, leave it like so it stays in the back, and then you can flip it over and hold it on top of the wing pockets. Here, let me show you, because I do have one. Let me see here. Because like I said, it's all depending on which ones I gave you. Which ones you got a chance to see.
Yeah.
Because I've got different variants, and I can show you how to build.
Well, hey, I've just like tripled my fleet tonight.
I know that helps you out a great deal. I'm glad we could sit through that so you could do that.
It's probably the first in history.
Here we go.
Somebody has tripled their fleet in one show.
Let me transition to this. See this one here?
Oh, well, no.
That literally just took the fold that we flipped underneath and tucked back, and now it sits on top. So now it kind of actually holds the wing pockets.
Okay.
So you can do that obviously.
That's I've seen
But
you do more of that.
there's also just playing with that. You could leave it unfolded and just leave it straight out
Yeah.
because that's been done too, and that is also what makes this one look a little bit more like Coyote. If you leave that fold on the underside, when it, I got to do this. I got to tuck it back in, or else it won't fold. Then it'll have a body underneath the tail plane, so there'll actually be a little bit more fuselage shooting out. That doesn't seem to make a difference. The only thing it changes is looks, but
Yeah.
it works. Like the Axe program really is here. Actually, I got one. This one right here has that. See, it just shoots straight back out, down, and now there's a little bit more body underneath the rudder. So it still works. It still flies like the same way. I can't explain that. I cannot explain that because that should be different weight distribution. All I can say is it probably has to do with the body width versus the length.
Yeah, and the wingspan.
And the wingspan, yeah. So
because the wingspan is almost identical in all of them.
Yeah, like I don't.
And in the form, anyways.
Yeah, no, it really is. The center of gravity obviously changes a little bit, but
I don't think it changes enough to where.
No, it's obviously not because
you would have to take that wingspan down drastically with anhedrals to make that change.
Right. Oh yeah. Shit.
Have you thought about putting cylinders on the
wait. Kind of important thing about that too. This is also a really good design to do the wing curve, like I was talking about. Like you guys like to see on the new ones. Yes, this will curve. I haven't tried the cylinders yet, but yes, this will curve if you use your fingertips, use the fingernails, and just. All right, so you can see that. See, it develops the curve. That's all you got to do. Just put your fingernail on the underside and run it down there 2 or 3 times, and it will curve. God damn it, I always try to get it just like that, just like so. Yeah. That's how I get it on Coyote. That's how I get it on Goblin. Yeah, that's how that's formed.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And that's a really good touch.
Does the notebook paper vary?
No. Believe it or not, no. This one, this is really kind of a hard test because this is a completely different. You see the way the wings are cut, so it doesn't look like that at all, and it actually has a little bit of a tail plane because these are free. That cut separates this. This is actually kind of a tail plane, but dude, again, still flies the same. All of these fly the same.
Yeah, I was just wondering as far as weight goes.
This one's a surprise because see this? There's no nose. I actually cut the nose out of it because this is a stronger bonded paper. This is stronger bond. Again, still flies the same. It's freaking weird. All of these, every single one, I can move all this crap out the way. And you can see every different I've done this before, but you've seen all the different ways I've built this freaking bird already. And every single one of them flies exactly the same. Doesn't matter. It just proves no matter what you do to it, this one's got a hell of a nose. I don't know if you can see this, but I folded again and folded again and doubled it up. So now there's this is a thick ass nose. You see these folds come out back down here. I actually put them on the bottom. This one actually I think does fly a little bit different. It's also got a little bit of a different angle on the fin. But it took doing all this to get it different than all the rest of these damn things.
But that's putting a lot of weight up front, though.
It is putting this one is way heavier than the rest.
Yeah, that's putting a lot of weight up front. I can just see it.
But that's what it took to get it slightly different than the rest of these.
Because there's nothing almost in the wing.
This one's got a fully differentiated tailplane. There's separation there with a little.
So what if you did all that weight in the front and then took a lot of it out?
I don't know. It'd be interesting. That's another test. That's just another test. You guys should do that. That right there is exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly.
I got 400 of them right there.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, but I'm giving it to everybody else. Come up with something. I've got pretty good ideas. What do you guys got? This is what I'm anxious to see. What do you come up with out of this crap? Everybody take it and run with it.
I got nothing.
This is one of the ones I said I taped that back. You can see there's a tiny piece of tape that's actually holding the rudder together, the rudder fin area together. So this one's held back because this one really was coming apart otherwise. You can see in the body right here what was I want to come apart. So I taped it to prevent it from doing that. there's just so well, very much like every other aircraft. There's so much you can do with these, I think. So, granted, you're only going to get an attacker out of it. Just as long as you keep that in mind and you're not disappointed with that, you'll be perfectly all right. Don't be expecting it to be competing with Phase, or don't be expecting it to be competing with Thunderbolt, or don't be expecting to be competing it with, like, well, anything like that. Short range to long range, but as an attacker, it'll definitely be your attack plane for sure. Ah! Good, you should do that. Yeah, Abhi, please, by all means, you've got the chance to see it now. Yes, let us see what the hell that thing's going to do. You got the penultimate version right there. Let me see what it's going to do. There's some kind of giant beetle ass thing beating up on my freaking window outside. Oh my garbage. What are you doing over there? You're quiet.
That stupid Rubik's Cube.
Oh, good Lord.
Drive me nuts. Sitting here incomplete.
Dalton's quiet too, but I know why he's quiet. He's concentrating.
Yeah, I'm concentrating as well.
Hey, you should be building more of your fleet back up, homie.
I've already tripled it tonight. I've broken records.
Hey, just imagine if you keep that low a number by the time I'm ready to ship these to you, you'll like double it again. Because it would only be doubled because like I can only send so many of them and you've built more. So, but I'll definitely add to it. Good, you should. You need something like that. You need something good, like at least for videoing and stuff like that. Do to get that out there. And hey, see if you can share it with Matt, so Matt has something to video too. I'm teasing you, man. I'm teasing you. You know that. Something. I want to see flights by my members, man. We haven't gotten like.
I tried the last couple of days. I tried.
There's so many.
I posted those.
There's so many freaking videos out there
Yeah.
from everybody else flying.
Let me get the seafood delight.
What? Are you seeing that?
Let me get the chow mein.
Oh my God! How are you seeing that?
Let me get the chow mein.
Oh, I didn't correct it.
Let me get the mushu.
I didn't correct it. No, that's horrible. Get out of here.
And
get out of here.
The beef with broccoli.
Damn, man.
All pints.
Hey, I had no idea this was actually that good, and I feel like a louch for doing this, but like, man, my food is good, dude. Every time I go, I always get like a pint of my food. Oh, that stuff is awesome, dude.
Is that the white noodles?
No, those are the thin noodles. And from what I understand, not every Chinese place does them, but ours does. Man, they do a good job. That
Yeah.
Delicious.
Those are because I call it Mayfun.
Well, that works. We could sound like whatever we sound like. So.
That's the Mayfun noodles.
It's like lo mein, but way, way thinner.
I still think it's like clearish white, right?
No. Well, I guess it could be if you get vegetable, but I usually get pork or beef, so it's usually it's usually pretty damn dark.
I usually get shrimp. Like, let me hang on.
You need to bring the menu back up.
Nope.
This is like pretty generic Chinese menu. I think Chinese places, even where Abhi lives, probably all the same stuff.
Is it this stuff?
Bloody hell. Right.
Can you see my screen?
I can now. So can the rest of the world. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yep, that's about right. Yep.
Yeah. So
It's
it's
like
white.
angel hair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like white when you get it with shrimp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Like some clearish,
Because
yellowish.
like yeah, if you change that
Because
to
you're not getting it with the like beef or pork. Yeah,
yeah, if you change it to beef or pork, it definitely looks
yeah. If you get not wolf,
woof.
beef,
I like some
beef.
woof.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it darkens it up. Yep.
Oh, but these are
That's chow fun. That's actually hard noodles.
yeah. This is yeah. That I'm looking for like see this is the Mayfun like see if you get it like that it's like whitish
We turned this into a cooking show.
but yeah like I guess if you that's chow mein
It's also because of the seasonings they put in their beef, like or
yeah
meat versus like fish and shrimp, which don't really require that. So
chicken Mayfun
yeah.
so they is it the Mayfun or the see
Well, they make it
is
look
it
a little bit like they make it sound a little bit different or like that, but that
is
still
it
looks like
beef is it yeah
that still looks like the same dish.
is it MEI I thought it was MAI
It
is
is
it MEI
MAI. Yeah.
it is MAI
Yep.
that's what I thought. So what is just yeah okay so it come yeah
What do you mean we know how to drive a car? Of course we know how to drive a car. This isn't like Syria. I'm kidding. I don't know how that is either, but yeah.
oh yeah like if you get chicken yeah that's more yellow
Yep.
but yeah like depending on what they cook it with yeah I got you but yeah I love those noodles those are my favorite those are my favorite and then we go back to the contractors and then we can go home and then we can go back to the contractors and then we can hit back and then we can go back to the contractors and then we can hit home and then we can hit contractors and we don't have all of the list here yet
Yep.
that's going to be easy to do actually I think I can do that right now let's go oh I could do it that way I'm gonna have to do the whole contracts I don't know if it'll do that yeah I didn't think it would do that let's go to add on starts and yeah see it's not yeah I can't do that so I need to do state and then we need to do it as a
Now that is something completely freaking different.
name.
See, that's what I'm talking
There we
about.
go.
That's what I'm talking about. That is something completely different. There's canards. I ain't done that with it yet.
So now the drop down has all the contractors in it.
That's pretty cool. I wonder if that's gonna work.
What the freaking heck is that? It's like horns. That's not gonna like a starfish.
Yes, but the again, aerodynamically, the aircraft's not gonna know that. It's just gonna be canards.
That definitely looks more like a
That
horns.
actually looks like a devilish frog.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Where are you gonna put that at? On the fin? On the backpack fin?
Well,
Yeah, probably the backpack. Yeah.
But yeah, see how I got the now I
he's
got
got it
all
lined.
the
He's got it lined up. Oh
yeah, I've got all the contractors are now on the drop down.
Oh yeah.
This is what you call a low code environment. I like it. Works slow.
And it's quick to apply.
Yeah, like and the thing is that we can make edits and everything live. So like if something was to break or like we wanted to update something, like I'm still gonna do it. I wanna do like
I've got to learn how to do it. I don't know how to do it yet. See, that's just like I want to learn how to do scrolling text.
Oh yeah. Like we have on the show.
I don't.
Which
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
meant to
I
put
don't
on
know
the
if it-
show and didn't do. But then again,
I
it's
don't-
been on your
I
guys'
don't know if it
cameras the
can
whole time,
happen.
so.
I don't know if it can happen in here because it's kind of not meant to do that, but
Oh, sure you
it's worth
can.
a shot.
Sure you can.
There's some limitations to it. Like, I'm sure there's a way around the limitations, but there's a lot of work to get it to do that. But what I wanted to do was like,
Oh,
add
that's
this. Wait,
Most-
not in that.
Most of you Indians,
I
and a
wanted-
lot of you like Islamic, Muslim, one or the other. Y'all don't eat cows. Cows are sacred animals. I know that.
Yeah,
I knew a kid. And I went to
That's
to
what
middle school
I
with
like.
it was like that.
I like filet mignon
We called him
and wagyu.
the cow. Hindu. Okay, yeah. You guys honor or cherish the cow, so you don't eat beef.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's so good. Though.
I actually, believe it or not, I try to avoid it as much as possible. I eat a crap ton of pork and chicken, mostly chicken and fish.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I haven't honestly eaten meat.
Oh, I eat the hell out of meat. I just don't eat a lot of red meat. Oh my
Well,
God,
I haven't eaten.
Dean, where did you get that drawer?
What?
You got what the hell, dude? You need to let Mark borrow half of that drawer.
Yeah.
I think that's where all my stuff went.
I was gonna say I just stole.
You're just storing it for him.
Mhm.
That's where all my stuff went.
I got a drawer like that over
Um,
here in my little file cabinet.
But so, for instance, this right here is going to be.
Well, cow milk is different. That's like off the cow. That doesn't count because the rest of it would require actually killing the cow, which you guys would never do.
And
I mean,
then,
Unless, of course, you want to try eating from a live cow. Do you imagine if McDonald's burgers were so fresh we'd have to pull it off the cow?
that would never happen.
Yeah. Let me tell you something else. That would definitely never happen at Taco Bell because they can't kill kangaroos fast enough to make meat for that place.
They fight back.
Yeah. Vicious beasts. Some girl said that to us one time. She said, like, that's kangaroo meat, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's the best kangaroo meat I've ever had. If kangaroo tastes like this all the time, I'd keep eating it too. Dalton, when's the last time you went to the Bell, bro?
Last Friday.
I didn't think it was too long. That was pretty good.
Dude, I love that place too. So, but it's been shit. It's been
How long has it been? It's been 11 days? Yeah,
shit.
10 days. It's been, well, no, we just went to the 15th. So it's been 10 days because I got Taco Bell on Cinco de Mayo.
There you go.
Yeah, no.
Even though
I
I don't,
didn't
I
eat-
don't, I don't think kangaroo is like the national like animal for Mexico. I figured, what the hell?
I think it's been at least 6 months for me.
Good God, man!
I did have McDonald's the other day for the first time in like forever. I have not. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm like way too heavy and got a lot of other issues that I need to cut out a lot of stuff. At least until I can get with the weight down.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, depending on where you're at and like with that, it would be. It's like we always talk. I remember Dalton even mentioned. I think we talked about it before too. But it's like it's not what you eat or where you eat. It's just how much of it and what you do to counteract it.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Like I could eat,
And I'm not counteracting it.
I could eat a bunch of Arby's and shit like that, but that just means I got to work out a little bit heavier. That's all. I got to
Yeah,
ride
and
the
I'm
bike a
not-
little bit longer.
I can't do any of that right now.
I know that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're at that stage.
Yeah,
You just
so-
can't do that.
Yeah, I've been hurting way too much to do any of that, and I really want to. I really need to. And I'm about to say screw it and just try to fight through it and see if I can even just work out, but we'll see. But yeah, it's been super painful. That's why I'm still up because
Stick yourself.
like,
Stick
if
yourself
I go
on
to
a-
bed, I'm going to be hurting. So
You want to lose weight quickly while still being able to
Um,
eat. Stick yourself on a nice refried bean and cheese like diet for a while.
that is not that ain't gonna work.
You get, dude.
I
you're
could
getting,
eat that without.
you're getting pure protein and carbs, so you have energy to do shit without actually gaining much weight at all. That's a great idea.
Yeah, but there's a lot of fat. Oh man,
It's
there's
not
so
the
much.
kind of fat that you're gonna throw on there and just start muffin topping, dude. It's the fat you need,
I'm
not the
already
fat you
there.
pack.
I'm already there, so it's not gonna help.
I mean,
I'm just trying to cut.
You're
I'm
not
just
gonna
trying to cut it
find. You're
down.
not gonna find pure protein in a meal otherwise, unless you do some shit like that.
There's protein. I mean, I do eat a little bit of meat,
Unless
but I'm
unless you
not.
wanna just go straight up rabbit style and like chew on some celery and some lettuce like all day long.
Well, that's what I had earlier because I was hungry because I'm eating. I'm trying to eat a little bit
Oh my God! Look at that damn thing.
and get my metabolism kicking in.
Hey, that's the
'Cause-
one that we made. It says Menage a Trois. That's that. That's
Yes,
that.
sir.
That's that wine, right?
Yep. That full they do.
Yep. Favorite food? Macaroni and
Probably,
cheese.
probably. Oh,
No, not really.
Yeah.
I just love a good macaroni and cheese from time
the
to time.
teriyaki noodles.
Teriyaki noodles are good. Chili mac is good.
Remember this one?
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Um,
Yep, remember that one too, buddy. Yep.
2012.
Good
Lights
God, that plane's already gonna be that
of
old when
the
it's born.
day.
Yeah.
Not literally, man. Not
Lights of the
literally.
day. Lights of the day.
Favorite food? Damn,
Something like this.
that's crazy, dude.
Um,
What do you got? Oh yeah, yeah. And just put a featured picture there or something.
yeah, or like a couple, because you could. Um,
Do a spinning wheel
I
of
think you can.
pictures.
I think yeah. I think I can. Um, I'm gonna figure it out how to do that.
Actually, Abhi, that's my favorite thing to get from Chinese. Like if it's pork fried
But I could
rice or
turn
pork
if,
my
it,
food,
if that
pork
doesn't
lo
work,
mein.
then
I love how they do pork at Chinese places. It's always
oh yes,
diced,
yeah, chopped suey.
and it's usually pretty lean. They always seem to take the fat right out of it. And I don't mind eating fat. I just don't like eating fat on meat. Like I'll cut it right the fuck off T-bones and ribeyes and stuff like that. I don't know why. I just do. Not if I grill it, but like if I just like if somebody else provides it to me and
Yeah,
they don't cook it the way I like it, yeah, I usually it goes to the dog or something. That's just me. I don't like pure fat. I'd rather get my fat the old-fashioned way. Which actually I
your
don't even know what
face.
that means. That's a really good question. You had asked that before though. I don't think I could answer a favorite food. Because it just depends on which day you ask me.
I could. You know what my answer is?
All of
Yes,
it.
yes.
All brand.
Everything.
Do you have a favorite food? Yes.
Yeah.
What is it? Yes.
You know what? You know what I think I'd have to say? Blackened bow tie chicken farfalle.
Yes.
I love that shit. I make a good version of that. There's a restaurant that used to be in town called Cooper's Hawk that made a great version of it,
Yes.
and they closed, and it pissed
Oh,
me
you don't
off.
have a Cooper song? Oh, dude, I love Cooper song.
And then I stole their recipe, so now I make my own version of that, and everybody in my family loves that. So I'm designated to make that like once, kind of like the $6 million spaghetti, which I actually make a $6 million pasta because I always change the pasta. I don't really dig spaghetti, so I use just about every other pasta in there. I'll use ditalini, I'll use penne, I'll use spirals, I'll use macaroni, shells, what the fuck ever. I just won't use spaghetti. I hate spaghetti noodles. They're just a mess. Unless you cut them in like eighths.
Could get the short ones now. They do make it like
Oh, I know. I just break them. I just break them the hell up.
you know it's not every Italian when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. They say when you every time you break a spaghetti noodle somewhere an Italian mama cries. Yeah, I don't know. Well, there's a lot of crying going on because I always break mine. At least in
This is
half,
how you know it's late because we're talking about food now.
in quarters. I know, and I can't eat. There's no way I'm eating.
But that's why I had cucumber a little bit ago. because I was like getting hungry, and I'm like, I can't go for my normal, like what I would normally eat at this hour. So I went and
Normally
grabbed.
eat at this hour. Normally I'd be asleep at this hour.
Well, normally I would be, or try to be, but
My rule is no food past 10 o'clock. Period. If you're awake,
yeah.
even at 1 o'clock, it's like, well, you better suffer. Well, actually, I take that back. I can have yogurt. That's it. Nothing but yogurt after 10 o'clock. Are you just leaving it there, D, or are you walking through it with some ideas?
I don't know. I'm kind of just doing both.
See, there's so many places you can go with this damn thing. This thing is very, very versatile. Like, you can get so much crap out of here. Which is why I also thought it was a great idea for, like, a global plane, because so many ideas can come of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any of y'all would build two of the same birds.
Nope.
And why the hell not make it so, like, everybody can have it and then see, like, okay, what have you got? What can you do with this plane? I am really excited to see what everybody comes up with and how they fly. Which means I want to see some videos of this crap. Abhi said he'd give us videos of how his version of Exile works again. So hopefully you get that right. But if you try flying this, Matt, if you try flying this, Robert, if you try flying this, or any of y'all out there, Kyle, Ben, any of y'all try flying these, I want to see it. This is going to turn out cool. Especially if some of y'all, like, I want to see what, if you, like, our members, if y'all accept it, I want to see what, like, you guys name it and what y'all have it do. For all I know, maybe it'll be, like, your longest range plane. Maybe it'll be your shortest range plane. I don't know, but it'll be cool to see. Maybe I should put the instructions for Javelin up here. Now that it's retired, like, give everybody that, give everybody that option. Yeah, that's what I need is a whole bunch of people with interceptors, like, just as good as mine. That's great.
Yep.
Actually, it
If
doesn't.
we're all on the same team, it's not.
It doesn't.
Not
Yeah,
fair.
well, it doesn't really matter. You guys, Thunderbolt and Apex are just as good too. So, and besides that, again, like, what do you need to do? Put a rock, get a rock, fold some paper around it, and make sure it's got some wings. There you go, interceptor. Boom, done.
It looks different now.
That's only halfway a joke, man. Part of me really wants to actually take a rock, wrap some paper around it, and then see if I can keep the wings flat enough to call it a plane. I mean, small rock, but a rock nonetheless. Because I know this shit would work. I just don't know to what degree it'll work. That's freaking right. Oh my God.
How do you
Guys,
turn the volume down on that?
guys, I'm going to have to wrap this up because I've got to get to bed. I got to wake up in 3 hours. If I'm even going to wake up at all at this point. Good God. The funny thing about
it tomorrow.
The funny thing about this is in 1 more month, it's not going to matter because then I'll be on night shift. I can do this all damn night long. It's May 15th. It literally be 1 more month. I've got 1 more month of freedom and then it's going to suck dick. God, I'm not looking forward to this.
Why are they putting you on nights again? Like what?
Because they don't want me on days because if I go on days, I would need 2 days off. I mean, night shift kills me, but day shift kills them. It's like, dude, either fire me or you're going to give me my weekends still because I'm not working the weekends because I already work the weekends. I'm always doing my construction on the weekends. I'm not going to fucking turn that down. I told them that when I got hired. It's like, I will work 110% for you, but my weekends are my weekends. You can't have them because I consider that job more important than this one.
And that's gotta hurt.
It hurts.
For them.
It hurts. Yeah, it definitely.
Hurt.
It freaking
Because that's
hurts.
gotta like. You come into an interview and you're like, "I'll work for you, but not as hard as I'm going to work for this guy."
Oh no, I work just as hard for them as I work for them. Like it's equal. I'll still give 110%, but it's like, dude, you're not getting me on the weekends. Plain and simple.
I'm interested to see where I can take this. This little guy.
That little guy? Wait, will we flip over what we got here? Oh yeah, that thing?
This little thing.
Winglets, baby. Winglets. Give it a little bit of winglets.
Yeah, like the underneath, it's super simple design. I think there's a lot that I can do here.
Dalton,
Like
that one
it's
you
just,
built earlier, man, looks a lot like that one.
What?
but there's a lot going on in this spider too.
Yeah.
If you notice, like the anhedrals,
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
so it's actually one of my favorite ones because these are cut in. This is an additional piece back here. This is taped in.
Oh, so it's almost like that kit that we built before.
Yeah, this is the one.
Oh, that's the kit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the kit plane.
Yeah, because it's taped in back here, and this thing flies insane. But yeah, these are cut in, and then because it's doubled, that gave me the idea to be able to naturally have cylinders in the anhedrals,
Those are really, really
and
tricky.
and and I just kind of more do it like that, to where they're more like diamonds
Yeah.
because that's the natural fold of it. And there's actually a sheet in there as well. There's like two. It's like a doubled up, so I could like cut it and separate them and see how that works. Like I could cut the outer one, turn it into an upward, almost like an X-wing in a sense.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, cut the outside layer, fold that up, and then I still have a cylinder body down here.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
What?
And then of course this is opened as well. Like all of this is still doubled up right here. So there's a lot going on in this. And it was stapled at one point.
You took the well. Was that staple just to hold it while you're building it, or was that staple supposed to be in there for flight?
It was in there initially for flight, and then we took it out.
Oh, okay.
But this thing flies really, really well, and I want to build more like it.
Bro, 20 more
Yeah,
tomorrow.
there's-
Come on, you can do it. Rattle them out.
I mean, I can. I mean, I was writing scripts all freaking day to day.
Yeah, you need
Pissed
a
off.
you need a fleet.
I was trying to do other stuff today, and I had to write script all day,
You know the funny thing about
and then I
that
had to
too
run the
is
script all day.
if you build a fleet, you're gonna find your tote.
You shut up.
That's the one thing that's gonna happen with your luck.
That's what I was doing like earlier. I was like, fuck it. I was like, I walked in there earlier, and I was like, you know what? Let me look through these because she was going through them again. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna find it though. I think it's going. Yeah, I think it somehow got thrown out accidentally with all the boxes and the garbage and stuff.
It just seems so odd that that got thrown out. Just like, man, I would not throw anything out unless I was absolutely sure.
Well, that's the thing. Like we were like, there was a lot of stuff in the truck that we were like, oh yeah, this goes, and then like it just, I don't know. I can't say for certain that's what happened, but it's either that or I'm imagining the fact that I even brought it down here, which that's not the case. Because where the hell did my green screen and all that stuff go? Like, I don't know how I lost all that stuff when we moved it all down. Because we moved it down to the storage unit down here.
I want you guys, all you guys watching the show, I want you guys to go back to our show from 2019, our show from 2016, and see how many times this has been repeated in the past. Like the same kind of thing. Almost word for word. It hurts. I don't know where it went. It's gone during the move. During the move is always included. How many times this happens? We've been doing this shit 15 years, and like seriously, man, like
it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. I don't know where it goes.
Every 3 to 4 years, it hurts.
Every 3 or 4 years, like it's a lot of pain, suffering. You know, the one cool thing for you that just means that your fleet gets renewed every 3 years. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about what I got to worry about. Your shit is brand new every 3 or 5 years. It's just like, well, I got to build it all again. Like nothing is old ever. It's like yeah.
You shut it. It hurts.
I know. Like I said, there is something about having a warbird. Oh, that's the next one you want, Abby? Okay, so he got his exile. So Dalton, you're still up on deck. He wants a sector 2 now.
I want sector 2. All right.
Yeah. That's cool. That's where you could like rehash it and get your first how to build.
Yeah.
Mark, you got an idea what you're gonna crank out for your like first I'm back how to build?
Nothing.
You-
Because I ain't got nothing. I
He's
can't
just-
build nothing. I
actually-
ain't got nothing.
Actually, what he's just gonna say is how to build a fleet, and it's like, here, let's go. We're gonna spend an hour, see how many I can build in 1 hour. Go, time me.
Don't tell me. Because yeah, it needs to happen.
That's actually not a.
But look, I got more added to the database.
That's not a bad idea.
What?
That's what. Remember, I said like Toda-san. He actually on his channel. Oh, that's really cool. His channel. He went live for 28 straight hours and just built aircraft the whole time. He had
Yeah, that's crazy.
he had his wife bring him food and drink from time to time, but he sat there at the desk, introduced the planes, and just built them. He probably still only got like 20 done because, like, like
He was chatting. Yeah.
no, well, not only that, but the Japanese style is so more complex than ours. He wasn't doing origami. He was doing like gliders. He was doing like, balsa wood and white wings with the empennage and wings and stuff like that. With the cardstock wings and stuff. So it like
Gotcha.
requires glue and like precise cuts, and it ain't like folding paper. It's like, I mean, it is, but it's folded over and like, dude, damn. I mean, he did build some regular folded planes, but like, holy cow, dude. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. I'd say so. But yeah, I got to call it now.
Oh,
It's
your
almost
turn
2 o'clock.
too now? Yeah, okay. See?
Yeah. Yeah, it is almost 2 o'clock for me.
Dalton, you cool with this?
So
I have to
you're a
get up.
bunch of wusses.
Oh, yeah.
I do
say
have to
it
get
now,
up at
say it
some
now.
point in the next 8 hours.
Oh, thanks so much. 8 hours. I'm not even going to get sleep, for fuck's sake. My
So
internet.
don't even go to bed. Just stay up.
My internet's about to cut off. Actually, the internet on this wouldn't cut off. I know Todo-san is a legend. That's why we're going to interview him on the show once too. I've been talking to him and he agreed yeah, we should get together sometime. So we'll get him on the show one time. We'll just ask some pertinent questions whatever we can come up with. I just want to chat with him. So. But yeah, if we
Yeah,
go.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, if we're gonna call it, guys, we can call it. We've done 3.5 hours.
Hold on.
It just flipped 3.5 hours just now.
Hold on.
Oh, you want to get that finished? That's fine. That's fine.
He's got to put another pick clip in.
Getting it. He wants to get this one one last one wrapped up. It's what time is it over in Abhi land? It's only 11 in the morning in Abhi's land, so yeah, he's got plenty of time. He's all right. That's right, man. That's right. By all means, get that freaking video up there for us. I want to see how these birds fly. I'll be posting more. You get ready for some how to builds. You get ready for NASA's 1 a days or 5 a days or 10 a days, whatever he happens to do. Yeah. Let's just call it rebuilding. This was a damn good show. We didn't even stray off topic much. I hope I got the chance. I probably was a little bit slack in some areas, but I hope I got the cameras flipped properly at the right times. The stream deck worked well. Good afternoon, Abhi. I know for you it's noontime. Yeah, for us it's early morning. Early morning. The final tweaks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, dude, that looks like what he put on the Thunderbolt too. Holy shit!
Yep.
It looks like a bow tie. That's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool.
Oh yes, sir.
I think you got, yeah, you probably got it now since you got 4 of them down, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sweet. Now you got something to base like a whole bunch of stuff on. All you out there, but seriously, you got like that's like the platform you could use for a whole bunch of ideas. I know. That's why I said like it's approaching noon for you. I've got your clock on my computer too, so I know what I even call it Abhi time, so I know what time it is for you. Yeah. So are we good, guys? We wrapping this? This was a good show. This was
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
this is
I'm ready
ridiculous.
to talk.
3.5 hours. My God.
Yep.
But we got some builds. We got everybody pitched in. Everybody learned some stuff. Everybody shared some knowledge. This was really fucking cool. We need to have more of these. Hopefully we could like this is the kind of thing that we always talk about we should probably break down into segments, but I don't know how the hell we do it. If we keep it in
Yeah, it
mind
might be a little hard to do that.
yeah, the way we did this, but if we keep it in mind next time, we should try to do that so we could like cut it into segments. We didn't do it well this time, but this was our first time back together, so in a while, yeah, this is cool. Yeah, but all right, let's call it. That's cool. Everybody that's out there, thanks for coming out. This was good. This was a good show. We didn't actually stray off topic real good. Like I said, we got some good shared knowledge out there, good builds. Uh, Thanks for watching. Um, we'll be back later to molest you with some more earworms and stuff. Y'all be ready for that.
Earworms. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You like that one? But you know what to do.